Hello, everybody, and welcome to Ignition Point, a homebrew D&D game with these lovely people and Ty's chair. If you like what we do, hit the follow button or hit the subscribe button if you are able to or you want to. That would be great because it would be wonderful to have you as part of our little spooky community. Beyond that, you can catch all of our previous videos over on my YouTube channel of the same name, Boomeadow. And you can kind of catch up and see what these guys are doing and whatnot. And yeah, overall, just keep on top of the story, see where the story's going. Obviously, we have these wonderful people who show up every week beyond us having illnesses and various things. Unfortunately, things like migraines, tonsillitis, bronchitis, all of those kind of joys take us out. So, because as much as we would like to pretend that we are not, we are all human people. Mostly.
I'm just a specimen.
Well, you know,
Even is people different.
they're just AI at this point, I think.
I mean, over the weekend we did question.
Right.
Over the weekend we did question whether Clint was part air elemental. So.
Hard error. And I parted with air.
You know what? You know what, Clint? Justin felt that was such a mood. He's like, I've been there, brother. Like, I don't blame you. Yeah, oh, he has. Yeah, exactly. So, obviously, we don't have the amazing Hito Blackcloak Evil One tonight, but if you want to catch more of him and the Steve Man and Uzumeka and myself, and Scotty as well. So at least four of us. We do play Power Rangers tomorrow night. So over on Evil One's channel, which, you know, we are trying to.
Just because I'm making food doesn't mean I can't hear you, Tegan. I'll play Power Rangers too, just because you.
Hey, I did include you.
No,
I did include you.
Power Rangers, man.
Clint would never play Power Rangers. That would mean Clint would.
Last-minute inclusion.
Clint would never play Power Rangers. It would mean learning a new game system. He's a purist.
I'm old.
You're old.
I mean, to be fair, none of us have learnt Power Rangers, so.
Speak for yourself.
Think about it in D&D terms, and it makes things so much easier.
I'm going to be real. I refer everything back to Power Rangers terms. I much prefer the Power Rangers roles.
No, you just like the chaos that you bring out in Power Rangers.
In the slightest. I have no idea how the Power Rangers
They're like GURPS almost.
They're
Yeah, I
not.
don't care for GURPS because it's for losers.
Yeah, well, Kevin, just because you can fuck in the eyes of the law doesn't mean you can talk down to me.
The
my
only thing that I
God.
like about Power Rangers is you guys
Ty,
get story points, and I just keep
20
making
seconds.
references to the fact that
20
we could-
seconds, my dude. All I needed was 20
we could
seconds.
use
We're not even
story
5
points
minutes
in this
in.
campaign.
What if I used a story point to be 5 minutes in?
Oh, there he goes.
I mean, Kevin, you have been offered a place, I believe, in Power Rangers, but, you know, life is for the living, apparently. And who is more alive than you?
Evan is dead to me.
I heard Kevin wasn't playing because we'd passed episode 9 he couldn't kill
Yeah,
himself.
I can't die. What's the point?
The risk is gone.
I mean, it is. Well, I will say, none of the others who, by rightly, should be punished have not yet been punished, so.
What do you mean? I've got cancer.
Yeah, but that's not enough.
And you didn't even have to roll for it.
Yeah, you didn't even have to roll for it.
I'm gonna say that's a pretty significant punishment.
It's not for him.
I mean,
I do recommend that.
I will
people
also
check
say-
out the Power Rangers
I
game,
will
'cause it
also
is
say-
pure chaos.
I will also say Tommy can't transform right now, so that's
He's got
good.
a reptile.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Happens to the best of us.
Yeah.
Reptile.
He's got to take some blue pills.
maybe it's
They're
because
red.
maybe Kevin doesn't want to play the Green Ranger because, you know, Ty has a habit of
I
just
believe Kevin does
randomly
wanna play the
stabbing
Green Ranger.
people in the legs.
What do you mean? My romantic fucking interest is coming in. Ollie, fucking Kevin, who will I go for?
I don't
The
know.
love
I-
triangle you
I'm-
never expected but always needed.
I'm personally still voting for Chloe to come in just because I have a feeling she will absolutely wreck you.
Who the fuck is Chloe?
Scott's partner.
Scott's wife.
The one that thinks you're really funny, Ty.
No, the one that fucking hates my gut.
I didn't realize that she thought Ty was funny.
No, Chloe's just like, honestly, shut the fuck up, you little
I
idiot.
guess there's
I'm
got to be
talking.
one person in the world.
I think last time she was like, "Which one's Ty?"
All right, enough ragging on everyone. Let's
Yeah,
finally get into the
Chloe
game
was-
that we're meant to be
Chloe was
streaming.
Yeah.
not about me when we played that one shot.
Okay, so because I know how much Steve likes us to actually get into the game that he wants to play.
Huh? I
Um,
think everyone
And
in
we
the
will have
call is
finish
here to
on
play a
time.
game.
yeah, and
So,
also
that is true.
we're also almost 15 minutes in, so we were a
Did you
little
forward
late.
Finish
my-
on time
your
because-
Yes, we were a little
Oh,
late.
forward, what?
However,
Forward your notes.
so who remembers? Who would like the inspiration for doing the recap this week?
One sec.
Wait, I'm just getting
Kevin.
I'm getting a government transmission real quick.
Oh dear.
Of-
Give me like 30 seconds. Less than.
Personally, I don't know if the inspiration is worth it because I've had one for like 20 sessions and I've never used it.
You're supposed
They
to.
don't
You.
carry over.
They don't carry over.
I know that's why I'm saying I've never used it because
Why?
I've got it a few times. I've got it a few times. I've never used it.
Maybe it's because you just. Maybe it's because you just don't use it because you have that sweet.
We don't make rolls in the game.
That's not true. You make sweet evasion to avoid talking about yourself, which is why I'm so glad that we have Kevin back this week to pin you
Oh,
down
good
and
on
make
Kevin.
you talk about yourself.
All right,
Wow.
I now have notes, gang.
Okay.
Is Kevin a therapist?
All right, so Budge forgot the moment he turned the cannon on his master, killing Kevin's people.
Yes.
I believe he made a deal with the cat on board. A very ill-advised deal. You convinced the cats not to kill
Rats.
rats. The cat. What? The cat ain't gonna either. I convinced the rats not to kill the cockroaches, and the cat not to kill either. Little cow got concussed and is giving exposition. Alright.
Yeah.
No detail on what the exposition is. Just that
You have to tune into the
episode.
episode to find that out.
Whirl and Durlish? I don't know what that means. I have no context.
that's a bit for me and Ty.
Excellent. Talking about the starry Ariadonis, I assume that's what Little Cow was talking about. Budge hugged Little Cow and started Armageddon.
Finish the
Electric
sentence.
Boogaloo. Armageddon 2 Electric Boogaloo. Big Mum Magic turned up. What does that mean, gang?
Mama Magic.
Mama Magic? Alright.
Yeah.
Something
Cal hit a
about-
seed, which might be an egg. Budge has detected something.
A detective monocle.
Oh, he has a detective monocle that grants +1 perception.
And I forgot to write anything else session. Scotty, help him, please.
Those notes were more comprehensive than mine. I'm sorry.
Jesus Christ, guys.
No, I've got multiple sentences that I didn't end. So I was like, Lil Cow was supposed to work at the timey-wimey library, but, and that's the end of the sentence. And then I've got D knows of the library, but doesn't. That's the end of that sentence.
Man, my script.
No, I was too into
Some
playing.
magic seeds can restore forest.
I was.
Ooh.
There you go. I was too into playing the game, and I didn't freaking write the notes because I was focusing on the freaking game. I can't do both.
Sorry, I'll be better
I
at
did
notes this
say
week.
Cal was playing with magical water at Yggdrasil. I can never say that. That's the Staria Ariadonis thing. Prior to breaking time. So Cal did something naughty. Which is the place where you want to speak to the goddess of magic herself. Budge is also known as Yognath. I wrote that down.
Don't use my government name.
And then I wrote, I should probably seek some sort of training to handle the library. I don't know why I wrote that, but maybe I can't handle the library as I am. I wrote that for some reason. On my first note, the top line was cats and rats. So,
Okay, I'm really disappointed in both
Oh
of you
no,
because
Cat.
who did the
Cat.
recap last week? The
I
most
did it.
important note isn't there.
I did the recap last week.
No, you didn't.
Yeah.
We didn't have a game last week.
Yup.
The other one, the last session.
We had a game.
Wait,
you
no,
didn't.
we didn't. No, technically, Kevin, Valcor, and I had a game because we all met and had a good
I
time.
also played a game last week. I was playing Power Rangers.
Yeah.
Me, Ty, and
We
Scotty
didn't
had super fun time
That.
together.
We did.
Although I'm sorry, I know that we're
We did what the cool
I,
kids are calling docking.
I'm really sorry that everyone's notes are a bit iffy,
Got you.
but I really need to know the absolute most pressing question. Ty, what the fuck happened to your plant?
I put it in the sink to soak.
Oh, okay. I thought you'd killed it.
It's water.
No.
No, Ty's a good boy. Also, I
think it's okay.
assume that Elle's taking care of the plant.
Yeah. Look, Elle overrides me sometimes. She's like, "Hey man, that's sort of dying." I'm like, "Oh,
That
cool."
needs water. Look, I have plants in my room now, and I just ask my wife to come look at them. Like, hey,
Oh, my
Oh,
God,
why-
we get it. You guys are happily in a relationship. Shut the fuck up.
No, he was pointing out that she's property now, and she has to do what he says.
No, please,
No.
please, I've met
He can
Kevin.
put plants
Please,
in.
I've
I
met
might be
Kevin.
property.
Yeah, I've met Kevin's
Property,
wife.
property, Kevin's my property.
I am property.
She is amazing.
That is the sense that I get too.
So,
I'm putting in Scott and Kev did the recap this week.
yeah, you guys.
Putting
I mean, mine was
Kevin's
barely a
property.
contribution.
D-
I'm actually
Look.
highly disappointed in my notes
I-
this last
I
week.
will-
I'll do better this
I
time.
will point out, Ty, do you actually remember anything, considering it was mostly about your whole character backstory that you yourself don't know?
It was.
I remember him.
So what do you remember?
Little
He-
Cow's
he
a fucking
lied.
snitch.
It's a fucking snitch.
Little Cow was about this close from going for a fucking swim to Davy Jones' locker, I tell you that much.
Let me tell you, I was the little gremlin on Cal's shoulder last week when I was sick. I was just sending Ty messages about how little Cal needs to go for a swim.
Would that swim be before or after the concussion?
After.
After.
During.
Okay, so it's essentially just a murder at that point.
Well, no. He's going to the bottom of the Marina Trench. It's all good.
Oh yeah,
Maybe that's where he
the
wants to be
Marina
buried.
Trench.
I
I
hear
forgot that.
things. I hear where the kids want to go.
He told me, if I ever get knocked unconscious, make sure you send me to the Marina Trench.
Okay, so we finished up the session, however, with Cal turning the mast of the ship into a plant that started setting fire to things, thus
Allegedly.
setting the boat on fire. You were
Allegedly.
yeeted out into the ocean where Budge went and rescued you on your little raft of moss that you'd grown. You managed to rescue a whole heap of cockroaches.
No one rescued any cockroaches. That's in my...
Oh yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Who?
I spent two spells on that.
Yeah, you rescued, like...
Saved 20 cockroaches.
Yeah, I yeeted
I
about
do believe
400.
last recap in our other game, I heard I blew 2 spell slots on saving cockroaches.
Yeah.
That's all I heard about this game. And that
He saved
someone's
20.
gonna be pissed if I need those spell slots.
He saved 20,
If
I
any
done
kind of combat,
400.
I've blown spell slots.
So on
Brilliant.
that, you all started having breakfast. Cal went and sat in the corner and had his emo soft boy moment, just sitting in the corner, acting all dark. Kevin, because for whatever reason, I thought Kevin apparently has put himself in the pantry.
I'm in the cupboard.
You're in the pantry.
I'm in the pantry.
Why?
Everybody else is eating breakfast, but you went out to say a soft
He's
sermon out over the fallen cockroach foes. Squeaky is throwing grain
Rinsed of
overboard,
bad rubbish.
and so
You're lucky you gave Squeaky a name, or I'd be throwing him overboard.
Can I just clarify? Is Kevin in a cupboard just like a callback to Kyler in the pantry? Like, is it just parallels between universes here?
I hope not. You don't know what I did in that pantry.
I think there's parallels.
So
You were drinking.
Bottle of wine, apparently.
Clint, that background. Thank you for changing the background. It was freaking me out, mate.
so with that, Kevin, do you feel like Kevin's gone?
chaos.
I don't know what he expects. He's like, yeah, I'm in the pantry for the next 2 hours. Catch me later.
So, with that,
Okay, just say what he's doing. in
with
the pantry
that,
then.
with that,
Jerking
the
it.
rest of
He's
you,
chronically
the
jerking.
rest of you are eating breakfast, I believe. It is a rather quiet affair as
Well, we're sailing on, yeah.
yeah, as you are
I
continuing.
got really bad cotton mouth.
Dude,
I'm really thirsty.
you ripping them bongs?
Oh, I needed fucking water.
Look at Tegan go. Tegan's got a giant one.
After
Ready to rock.
Anyway,
We
so,
talked for 2
Yeah.
minutes, and I was like, God damn, I've barely had any water today.
so with that,
Ready.
you are eating breakfast as Knot is frying some bacon, placing it on the table. He has brought out some lovely polished marble spheres that he has placed in front of Budge, who has apparently got dirt in his eye.
Yeah.
Um,
It's fine. Carry on.
and you guys are being fed, but yeah, Cal is in the corner, basically getting mad that nobody sided with him on the cockroach apocalypse.
They're filthy little creatures and I don't fucking like them. It's as simple as that.
Remember trying to cheer him up by feeding him rocks last time, but it didn't take.
No.
Surely you can try again. Surely this time it'll work.
I'll catch.
Did she just pick a rock at me?
How do you like how it feels? Little cow's like,
Little cow's like, get him!
So, the ship sails on. It is a reasonably nice day in this part of the Dark Isles. You can see that the mist is ahead of you like a giant fog cloud reaching from ocean up into the sky. You can see that you are approaching it in the distance. You are out on the deck of the ship,
Who?
considering
Exactly.
before you
He was going to.
you were going to. When you notice that there seems to be a large swell picking up, despite the fact that there appears to be a moderate level of wind that is catching in the sails, but it's not enough to warrant what appears to be these large undulating waves.
That doesn't look right.
Roll a perception.
Is there anyone up in the crow's nest?
There is not anyone up in the crow's nest.
Roll for it.
It's. I was gonna say it's usually Cal.
I legally cannot be up there.
No, you're too heavy.
Legally, I'm required to stay at least 20 feet away from the crow's nest.
I am too brolic.
You are too heavy. As you are sitting
You
there,
chunky chunkster.
as you are sitting there,
leave him alone, dude.
What do you mean? Leave him alone.
would you like to go? Would you like to go, or are you?
It runs in the family. No one runs in Budge's family.
So
Unnecessary.
rude. So
So it's just to set your own jokes up.
Damn,
So-
I thought you'd say that with my family.
you,
He's half
as you
walking.
are kind of considering everything, you under your feet, you feel the slightest of bumps on the hull as you can kind of feel the tilt of the ship just ever so slightly tilt further to one side, as if something is rubbing across the
It's a fucking cockroach. It's a giant cockroach. I'm calling it now.
I'll run to
underside
side
of the
like a
ship.
sort of-
Yes. You look down. Initially, you can see the sun. By the way, if you lose me suddenly, it's because my cat is an asshole. She's behind my computer. You peer into the imperceptible depths of this water. You know that it's very deep here. It's not the Mariana Trench. but it is a trench in this area. This is a very, very deep channel of water, exceedingly so. And as you're peering into the murky depths, the sunlight glinting off of the water, every now and then you notice some color shifts, almost like large gemstones about so big that seem to be a almost translucent color just pass under the ship, and as one passes against the wood you hear a soft thump as it drags, and eventually they disappear and the ship kind of rights itself. But then you see another wave come and brush against it. You do notice,
I was helping
because of
him.
this, the boat does seem to be going a little faster.
We're zooming. We're hitting us.
In the kitchen, in the dining area, Budge,
Hello.
mentally, you feel what is akin to a knocking inside your mind. Like someone
Who's
knocking
there?
on the door.
Come in.
Is now a good time to come and say hello to your friends, dear?
Granny! It's just Granny's voice.
It is Granny.
Granny! Come say hey. Everyone, come around. Oh, just Granny's here.
Hello, 3 red pups.
Oh, hang on.
Hey, Granny. Okay, so yes, this is happening in your mind. Only you can hear this, Budge.
Where are you? Budge can't see you.
I'm in the water, dear.
Budge sprints out to the deck.
You can see the giant swell as Granny's full-size tentacles are passing under the ship, pushing you along a bit farther towards your destination, helping you out.
Budge will like run over next to you and just yell out over the word, "Hey, Granny!"
That's your grandmother in the water.
Yeah, she's swimming us.
Hello, Budget Granny.
As you watch those translucent large gemstones, we're talking like this big on each of these undulations, they start to light up with a bluish green color, and you see that there is this giant swirling mass that is encircling the ship. It is dwarfing the ship easily 3 or 4 times.
Oh, Granny, you look different. Did you get a haircut? It looks great.
I decided to come and visit you. You said you were going to be traveling through my waters, so I thought I would help you and your friends out. After all,
You're just the best.
I did feel the presence of one of my dearest friends just a little while ago.
Was that Mama Magic?
Is Mama Magic?
Well, we had like little cow went Super Saiyan and got possessed, and big cow told me her name was Mama Magic.
Oh. Well, it sounds like your friends have been on an adventure. Are they being nice
Yeah.
to you, Budge?
Oh, only almost always.
Is it something that I should warn... Is that something I should warn our friend about?
Budge has many friends. You're gonna have to narrow it down, Granny.
How
I
is
think
the
we're up to
list
like 97 now.
going? Fuck yeah.
I'm one of his friends.
You are so squeaky.
You watch as a giant hand comes up.
Squeaky.
You just see the tips of these fingers come up out of the water. This bluish purple hand that could very easily grip the ship and drag it under. As you see
Finally.
this entity. in the water around you.
Doc walks above deck at this point with his morning coffee. Sees this, looks at his coffee, shakes his head.
No, come meet Granny.
I think I'm still asleep.
I was gonna say, at this point, Cal would probably walk up if Doc's left, and you know everyone's up top except for Kevin, who's hiding in the pantry. I'd probably make my way up at that point too.
Cal, come meet Granny.
I've definitely heard about Granny, haven't I? Like, Budge talks about Granny all of the time.
Yeah, Budge has spoken about Granny. Budge,
If anyone's
Budge
heard of
would've said
Granny,
that,
it's definitely Cal.
Budge
Most
would've
likely.
mentioned that Granny's the one he went to therapy with when the group split off for that hiatus.
I just walk up, one hand on Budge, and then I just reach over with the other. I'm like, pleasure to meet you, Granny.
She just like drops a finger down and kind of like allows you to take her finger and just kind of bobs it, because yeah, she could easily grip the ship in her hand and pull you under with no thoughts or qualms.
You got that grip?
My, what great talent you have, Grandma.
Granny, this is Cal. Is like Budge's best friend.
Oh, I felt you in my waters before.
You're right there, Budgery.
Yeah, just Discord cut out for me for a second. As it always does, apparently.
I'm going to be honest, I didn't hear a word Granny said. I don't think she was speaking our language.
Helps if I actually bring my microphone closer.
I think I felt you in my waters before, dear.
Don't know how I feel about that. I hope it was a pleasant sensation.
It wasn't the worst.
I've certainly had more ambitious men traversing my currents.
I lean a little closer. I'm like, Budgery, I think your grandma's flirting with me.
I'm trying to
watch yourself, fucker.
I'm trying to keep a straight face because I have a terrible mind and I'm meaning this all innocently.
Granny, behave.
So,
Let's make me spit my drink out.
so
You didn't come across any bodies of cockroaches, did you?
If you did, just leave them where they were.
Oh,
This again.
it's fine. I did the only natural thing.
And drown them.
Turn them into water skimmers.
Lovely. Do they come back on the boat? Can you turn the rest of them into
cool.
water skimmers?
Well, I suppose, if necessary.
I turn to you. I'm like, come on, you. They can all be water skimmers. They'll love it. They'll be the ocean. They'll be not on the boat. They'll be free. I'm telling you, it's
there'll
the
be
best thing
cockroaches that can walk
possibly
on
ever
water.
happen. Yeah,
That's what
yeah.
it sounds like.
But the problem is, I don't live near the water, so I don't really give two fucks.
Yeah, but they're going to be able to live on land or water.
Yeah, but also,
That sounds perfect. Do it.
He's trying to set them
Do it.
free.
I shake Yu's hand. I'm like, we've got ourselves a deal.
Oh my god,
On the
cockroach
board.
fish.
Budge, is your granny in the habit of just adopting things?
Well, you haven't
No,
met Budge, haven't
no.
you?
Look at me. Look at me, come on.
You telling me that you're not related?
I mean, are any of us related?
We are very distantly related, my dear. I think we're related on maybe 6 times removed on your father's side, Budge.
Never met him, but he sounds handsome.
That's what happens when
Budgery.
the elder gods and in the outer planes, and I'm an elder elemental.
Maybe you should ask her about your cannon, Budge.
That is a fantastic question. Hey, Granny, have you ever
Yes.
seen something like this and Buzz just holds his arm out and lets the cannon appear?
Wasn't Budge with her for like a month?
Yeah.
But like he was in therapy. Why would he use a cannon?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh shit.
Um,
God damn it, Scott! You're meant to be a therapist, Scott. You should know
He's
these
in.
things.
I'm sorry, you don't usually threaten people with cannons in therapy.
How many times have people
That
turned
was
up the
part of the
cannons to your
process.
sessions? Honestly.
Grow up, Scotty.
Only the
Not a
pirates. Only the pirates.
So-
okay?
It's part of healing. It's natural.
I mean, yes, Budge, I have seen similar things. I met a very nice black cat on one of the pirate ships who had made something similar.
Okay.
He was
But
travelling
have
with a
you
very
seen
good old
one-
friend of mine.
Okay, but have you seen one that can go like in and out of someone's hand like it is with Budge? 'Cause it just rocked up one day and Budge is just like going with it here.
You had it with you when you landed in my waters.
Shit. Budge has always been a cannon.
Audrey, I don't. Maybe we should ask her where you were before you were in the waters, maybe, or what happened so you ended up in the waters.
Granny, what he said.
You were on a boat.
I didn't think she could hear me. I was whispering.
Oh, yeah,
I
I
have
was
very
in the
good
boat.
hearing, my dear.
Sorry,
Look
Granny.
at the size of Granny's ears.
What big ears you have, Granny. All the better for hearing us with.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Yes,
there's a reason.
my little Budge was on a boat visiting some of my friends in the Cathedral Islands.
Budge knows exactly where that is.
it's up north.
You are the god of
Yeah,
maps.
It'd be on a map somewhere, and therefore Budge knows its precise location.
Yes,
That's what happens when you're the god
and
of
then
maps.
the island decided to transport onto a different plane of existence.
What do you mean the island decided to do that? I don't think islands normally decide to do things like that
Oh.
of their own free will.
Oh, I think you're very, very wrong, dear. I have plenty of islands are my friends. If you go down to the islands to the south of here, the god that is the island, he's a wonderful, wonderful lover of the water goddess herself.
And Cal, if you knew anything about the Dark Isles, you would have heard the tales that the islands seem to move on their own.
I understand moving islands and I understand the mythos behind those, but I also understand I've seen that cannon destroy things much bigger than Budgery. I'm just
I don't think it's
asking.
actually ever destroyed much.
I
I
believe
haven't
you.
used it too well.
He shot one thing one time, yeah.
Yeah, it
I
didn't
mean-
end well for us.
I mean, but it stopped existing awfully quickly when you did shoot it. And so did everything within like a.
Kevin conveniently went back in the cupboard.
Like a 10 or 20 foot radius.
I was going to say everything within a 10 or 20-foot radius seemed
Oh.
to go to sleep.
No, this
Funnily enough, everything touching it as well.
Budge's cannon didn't have anything to do with the islands moving. No, old magics were instilled and used.
But why?
Oh, wow.
Was it to do with Pangea?
You would
No, Budgery.
you would probably have
It's
to ask the,
Pangea.
you would probably have to ask the Rialtfields. They're the Selkie clan that rules over those islands.
That sound lovely.
That or the Chaldeans. They are the ones who used to go there for pilgrimages to be taught the ways of prophecy and fortune telling by the star
Pilgrimages
seals.
to ride these bad boys.
No, they would learn
Yeah,
from the
that's
star seals.
At this point, I would like to open a little portal wherever Kev is and be like, "Oh, Kevin, we're talking about your peoples.
Yes,
You're going
but-
to come up here.
Kevin's not here right now.
Well, we can't be getting more water. He's already had a glass."
It's weird. You know, it's weird. Budge knows that, like, these people are, like, Kevin's family. But for some reason, just, like... It's like, I feel like we've never spoken about it. Like, Budge has no recollection of who these people are.
Well,
Isn't
why
that
would you?
weird?
You only just heard about them, Budgery.
We've known Kevin for, like, months now.
Yeah, but not all Selkies are the same.
They literally just said the star ones. How many star ones are there?
Well, Kevin didn't start out as a star one.
You raise a valid point. Continue.
I feel so bad that this conversation happening without Kevin here. Jeez.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, I still have the portal open because Budge interrupted me. I was talking to Kevin, and now I've turned to argue with Budge slightly while still
Okay.
holding the portal open.
We'll put a
Sorry for
pin.
interrupting you during my backstory, Chief.
Oh, right, no, you
Hold
go.
on. No,
You
no,
go.
your turn.
Your turn. No, I insist. Your turn. Have a backstory, I guess. It's cool.
Oh, it's fine, don't worry.
No,
Yes.
no, it's cool. You have one. Why don't you have another?
Budge, I've adopted a lot of I've adopted a lot of little friends like you over the years. Like Dee here, I'm friends with her older brother.
He's a teleporting one.
Not really teleporting.
He's the timey-wimey one, I think.
Scotty
Wait a
speaks
sec.
with authority.
But I think no. Dee was telling me like yesterday.
Scotty talks with authority. And we have a Kevin back.
second.
Kevin is
Granny,
hearing this
wait.
whole argument.
Granny,
Budge is processing right now, so
if
pay
Granny
attention.
adopted Dee's brother, Dee must be my sister too.
He's got a valid point. That is how adoption works.
Sister-in-law, perhaps, or
Well, no, they're not married.
step-brother, half-brother.
Sister?
Oh, what are you doing, stepbro?
No, stop. Anyway,
Fucking tie. Why?
So we're not.
by the
blood
way,
related.
Kevin, you're getting this whole conversation apparently through a portal. Right next to you. Standing right next to Cal.
Awkward.
Wait, Cal spawned a portal next to me?
No, he's...
Yeah, I was informing you.
There's cabbages coming through the portal. Just back at you.
You,
I would like to-
I don't
Like
know.
every 4 seconds.
I don't know, Kevin.
I opened up a small one to chat
I
to
don't
you.
know, Kevin, if
and
you
got
actually
interrupted.
heard what Granny had said about the re-outfield, the star seals. I know you had your headphones, but I don't know if you heard.
I think it was things I am aware of, yes.
Yes, so I believe that was where this discussion was actually going.
Don't recite the old laws to me. Sorry. It was Steven's backstory. Everyone,
No, please go ahead,
Budge.
boss.
Budge's backstory.
love you, Steve.
I hate you.
You've got a portal
Pick a
open.
lane, guys. Pick a struggle.
Pick one and go.
What I meant to say.
Not you.
Yeah.
The one who opened the portal apparently has things to say. Go, Ty.
I don't have anything to say. I was talking to Budgery.
Okay. Well, cabbages start
Hi,
appearing
Kevin.
at your feet.
Doc waves through the portal.
As you wave, a cabbage falls into your hands. Roll to catch.
I got my coffee in one hand and a cabbage in the other. Oh, okay, I'll roll
You
to
better
catch.
take a crisp bite out of that cabbage.
So,
Oh, now I'm gonna roll to catch it. What's a catch? Is that a
dexterity.
save?
Yeah, dex save.
Yeah.
Does I catch it?
You do
I
catch it.
think a
I got
20.
a 20.
Out of 20? Yeah, you good.
You do catch
Do you
it.
I
wanna
catch
use
it
your,
and then I
uh,
spin it on my finger like a basketball.
So,
Do you want to use your inspiration on that one, though?
so
Could have an 8.
It doesn't carry.
Budge, did you and your
Oh, for today?
friends?
Did I get an inspiration today?
Budge, did you and your friends decide where they were going to go for this part of their journey? I know.
We absolutely did. Can Budge remember the name of it? Absolutely not. Could Budge
I
just
think-
turn a couple of pages back in his memories? Probably.
Especially Doc's family, aren't we?
Oh no, hell, we are not. That's back in.
We're going to Mayor Esker.
That's right.
See, I knew I opened this portal to Kevin for a reason.
Oh,
And then another cabbage comes through.
oh,
Kevin, I'm
man.
not going to leave the portal open for you to move all the cabbages. I'm not a cabbage transporting service.
I figured you wanted something out of here, and cabbages is all that I can see in here.
Well, no, I was. talking
all
to
right.
you.
Fellas, I think we are taking the valuable time of this lovely elder
Flirting
elemental.
with Budgery's grandma.
Oh, I was just making sure that no one's bothering you.
No, I'm just saying that she has offered to help us. Yeah, but I am sure your eternal time is valuable. So I'm just saying, in answer to your
Does he know
question,
how
may
They're
I ask
eternal
time
by nature,
works.
isn't there time? not,
And
like,
Yeah, I mean,
available? They've got an infinite amount of it.
they've got all of it, Doc. I'm
I
starting
thought you
to
were like
wonder.
a time wizard.
Yeah, I'm starting to wonder if you
Time
really know
wizard.
much about time.
Doc is just Joey. Wheeler.
strangely enough, the more you understand time, the more you understand how valuable it is.
If you have infinite time, it's,
But no time.
you've got an infinite amount of it. What if you've got infinite time but no bacon?
I can understand how a mortal mind might perceive time like that. But Kev, you are not mortal anymore, so
Okay, well, you don't have to insult him.
you'll learn.
This portal isn't an insult fucking transporter either. It's not for cabbages or
It's a
insults.
cabbage
Close the
transport.
portal. I would like to be alone with my cabbages.
Close the portal.
Just as it closes, another cabbage falls through.
I'm like, good, look what you've done, Doc. You've upset Kevin.
Crying in cabbages.
This reminds me of that that play I saw that time. It was like that one about that kid that had to master the 4 elements, and it was just this running theme of cabbages all the time.
That sounds like gimmick infringement.
That was wasn't it?
Hey, man.
I think it was Ong.
You
But
done
yeah.
messed up, AA Ong. Now this whole boat's gonna be my wrath.
Do you want to go to war, Malaki?
All right, Budge, what are we doing?
Great. How far away from Meadow are we?
Good word, Budgery.
Oh. Oh, well, it would only take me a few days to go and visit Irendel. But for
I meant the boat.
I mean, it might take several days and several nights to get there if we're going by your ways of travel.
Could you like just yank the boat?
I could certainly transport you via a whirlpool if you would like, Budge.
Would
That
it be
doesn't sound safe.
dangerous?
Budgery, do we really care? We've been on this boat for 3 days, and I've got to tell you, not a fan.
Would your magical whirlpool be dangerous, Granny?
Oh, no, of course not. I would protect you with my magic, Budge.
It's like a therapist. I don't like when she's taking notes.
Hey, there we go, guys. Magic whirlpool transportation sounds pretty good. What do you reckon?
Oh, cool.
I'm fucking 100% on board.
Use it. Let's go.
Well, I was hoping to use my downtime to make some stuff, but I suppose I
mean,
can
you'll still have
hold that off.
downtime. It's still not going to be instantaneous.
Whirlpools go down.
6, maybe
Plenty of
7
time
minutes
going
to
down.
learn something. Go on.
I think it's hard to sort of work on your hobbies when you're underwater, but I'm obliged to give it
Just
a go.
learn to breathe underwater, 5-head. Come on.
Honestly, nothing's bad.
No, I
a
have.
member of this party while they've been underwater.
Exactly.
Yeah, no one's ever drowned here before.
His spitting facts. No one has factually drowned here before.
Or teleported to another world where they got eaten by a giant fish.
Exactly.
Not eaten by a giant fish, but there are people that have been teleported to other places before.
You're looking at him.
She is, but out of curiosity, who would win, Granny? You or a Leviathan?
Are we talking about a Leviathan or Leviathan?
Well, not Leviathan himself. I wouldn't really want you to fight him, but, you know, a Leviathan.
Where'd that go?
No, Budgery, don't be like that.
Well, I'm much older than many of the Leviathans in the Astral Sea.
So could you, like, punch one into space?
That's a bit mean.
They're in the Astral
You mean
Sea.
into astral space?
They're
Well, they're-
in
Yeah, they're
the
already
Astral
sort of-
Sea, dear.
Okay, well,
You punch him out of space.
yeah, can you punch him? Look, can you beat one up or not? Budgery said you're the biggest, strongest person he's ever met. He admires his granny more than anyone in the whole world,
I'm
and
the-
I just wanted to know.
This
I-
this situation is basically Budge being like, "Can you go beat up the dad of the Leviathan that beat up my friend?"
Yeah.
Just
I am the oldest.
My dad could kick your dad's ass.
I am the oldest water elemental in existence. There is also other elder elementals: fire, earth, wind,
Only master of all four can
Art?
save the world.
Well,
Is
no,
there
the
a heart as well?
That's not a fucking elephant, Doc.
𝔚𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔫
Arguable.
is considered the last key to opening the prison. Yes.
The prison. Look, I feel like we're getting off track a little bit. Can you beat him up or not?
Budge stopped understanding things like 10 minutes ago.
I mean, if
What would you
you
want to beat him up for? That's what I done to him.
Well, I hate to tell you, but if you hang out with us, you're probably gonna have to beat up a thing or two.
Doc
Maybe
is
I
just
can
like,
teach you about how not to beat things up and solve it different ways.
Okay, well, let's run it back then. We'll go back to the Astral Sea, and you can talk.
No, that's fine. That's fine. We don't have to do that.
maybe I can take a message to someone you need. Mostly my waterways go throughout the plains, and I can travel anywhere. I can travel into the Hells. I can travel through the Feywild. Here. I've
I
carried.
feel like I may have derailed the conversation a little bit, if I'm honest.
You just kind of expected a yes or no.
I'm not really one to travel into the astral sea. It's not my domain, dear. We tend to stay where we are allocated to prevent conflict.
So I'm gonna
yeah.
Time.
I
I'm-
think that we would appreciate the assistance there.
Yeah, I think Badger's right. Whirlpool time. Let's get this thing going like wet and wild.
If you're sure, dears.
Oh, 100%. Hit that button.
Will you say hello to Iriandel for me?
Well,
Just say yes, Doc. Don't think. I can see you thinking about it. Just say yes.
no,
Don't-
I was gonna say, should we tie stuff down if we're going down a well?
It's not our boat. Who really cares?
Granny said she'll protect things.
Dear Maria, count me in.
And I believe that Granny was talking to you, Cal.
Oh, I'll say one more time. What was the name?
Iriandel.
Iriandel.
I-R-I-A-N-D-L.
I'll
Iriandel.
I'm not writing it down, but sure.
No, but
I'll
Steve
remember it.
is. And this is why.
Free handle.
Yes.
Free handle.
I haven't been able to visit her in some time, and she should be near the end of her season, so keep in mind, Budge dear, she will probably be on the move soon.
Okay.
I don't really know what that means, Butch.
Isn't she referring to your friend?
I think she's talking about Mama Magic.
That one, yeah.
I don't think she is. I'm gonna be honest. I would have remembered the name Izuregul if I fucking had heard it.
Pardon me, Granny, but are you referring to the presence you felt here recently?
No, dear. I'm talking about the giant turtle that Maya Esker's built on.
That's Iriandel.
Bloody simple. Okay, well I'm gonna go tell Not that we're leaving now and we're gonna go underwater. I'll probably let Dee know if I see her on the way.
Of
I'm
course, dear.
definitely getting more British as this goes on.
Of course, dear. I completely understand, and I'll make sure that awful Captain Azadil stays away from you.
Can you ask her to fix your accent as well while she's here? Like, she's got magic. Like, she'd probably just fix you up, dude.
I don't think it's that powerful.
Is
She's not
Azadil?
that powerful.
I was gonna say, has Doc heard of Azadil?
You know of Captain
that's all
Azadil,
seconds
yes, yes. Also known as the Demon of the Seas, the most fearsome
Yes,
pirate of the
I-
Straits.
Yeah.
You have heard of it.
Trust me, if Cal could see
Hero,
the
I
picture,
hardly know her.
if Cal could see the picture of her, Cal would certainly know her too.
Surely there's a wanted poster on this ship.
I have seen the picture of her. You showed me this and I'm like, oh, this is the fucking baddest pirate in the whole area. Anyway,
And
I'm
she-
getting-
Cal-
Was
like-
she bad though, Ty?
oh, she
I
was
was like,
There
yeah,
is a-
she's the baddest.
fucking disastrous.
There is a
Anyway,
wanted poster. It's in someone's backpack who keeps pulling it out every now and then to check it out.
Yeah, well, how am I gonna? I gotta remember what she looks like in case we come across her.
Oh, you must be very familiar with what she looks like, then.
Oh, not yet. Better check it a few more times. Anyway, Granny, lovely chatting to you. We'll be going down the whirlpool now. I'll go tell Not and D about that.
Did you want me to carry
Lovely
a
work.
message to any of your family, Cal, dear?
Oh, hold on a second. You can talk to my family.
Of course, dear.
I
What?
feel like we really skipped over that bit.
No, we didn't. You just kept talking.
Oh, that doesn't sound like me.
Keep talking over this elder elemental, Cal.
Yeah, but I've got like lots of stats and charisma. Doc, you
No,
see, so-
Cal's like, I've got places to be, and then Cal every now and then she drops something else, and Cal's like, wait a second, I've got more to ask.
Yes, dear. I'm quite well acquainted with your family and dear Kevin's family as well. Wherever
Oh, dear
there's
Kevin's family.
wherever there's water, I can traverse, be it past, present,
Okay.
future.
Can you please send a message to Kevin's parents and tell them he can't drown and that everything's going swimmingly?
I'd love to meet them one day. They sound lovely.
They do sound lovely. And can you tell my mum that I love her and I miss her? And tell my sister to not touch any of my things.
I mean,
That's basically all I've got for them.
I can certainly make sure the message gets through.
Can you make sure?
I honestly thought she was referring to the other yous, to be honest.
What would I tell me that I haven't already told me?
Maybe like meet up somewhere.
But don't I
The
just...
only you I know of.
You are the only you that I know of. Now, I'm sorry to cut things short, but I have to tell people that we're going underwater, or else it's going to be quite a shock.
No, of course,
So I'm
dear.
going to love you and leave you. Make sure she doesn't touch my stuff. Remember that. That was a very important message. Mum knows I love her, so we're good on that front. And remember,
Arguably the most important message.
Huh?
and remember, Kevin can't drown and everything's going swimmingly. You got to use those exact words. Everything's going swimmingly.
Sounds strangely like a code phrase.
Love you, Granny. Bye.
I'm
I
sure-
blow her a kiss and I walk downstairs.
But she's a very impatient friend, isn't he?
Yeah.
I get the
I
this is
do
him
think
on a
there's,
good day.
I do think there's, yes, an element of impatience with him. He's always full speed ahead.
that tends to happen
That's
with
not too bad in a pitch,
That-
though.
that tends to happen when there are those aligned with the air signs. Such flighty creatures. You're a good presence on him, Budge, dear.
Oh, stop it, you. Not you, like the tree.
Oh, okay. I didn't know what I was
You
doing.
keep,
Well, I had to
you
stop it
just
for.
continued what he was doing. He's gonna stop.
Oh, I've missed you, Granny.
All right, dear. Well, you best prepare.
Hey, Granny, I was gonna ask.
Yep.
Yes.
This
Go on.
is I don't mean to be too forward or anything, but I have been learning how to tinker with magical essence a little bit, somewhat. I was just wondering if there was a way for me to, fish for magical items in the depths of the ocean. Is that a thing?
Oh, well, there are certain...
Surely there's some things that wash up every now and then, just junk that no one owns.
Are we talking about artifacts or creatures? There's lots of things in the very depths of the ocean.
I mean, creatures as well, because I could use parts of magical creatures, I suppose. But I'm not one for
What?
killing as much. So don't need to worry about
Budge and you
I was more
just
talking
staring
about-
at you.
that. I mean, fishing for inanimate objects, maybe
need
with
you.
some sort of
I'm gonna need you to change the term fishing.
I don't know.
Plundering.
Not using cheese, are you?
As we're traveling by sea, is there a way for me to
Take
figure
my
out?
rightful place as king of the ocean.
No, that's Budge. God
Just a
I
throwaway
don't know
line.
why I bother anymore.
I'm not
looking
here,
at it.
Doc.
Just
That
a-
wasn't in character.
just
I
a
couldn't
throwaway
get-
Well, I
line.
heard it through your portal that you just created.
Just a throwaway line of you're not using cheese, are you?
I don't know what I'm using because I'm asking if there's a way to detect if there is some sort of magical items underneath the ocean, and I can use my own ways to retrieve it if necessary. But
Well, yes, dear. It
I'm
depends
simply
on
asking.
it depends on what the artifact is powered by, but I know that there are certain wizards and whatnot who can use detection spells, or like can call to like, so those who are blessed by holy energies, or like Budge here, any entity that is powered by the same fuel source as Budge here will be drawn to one another. Different psionic energies, like the Rialt fields, they have a type of echolocation, I suppose.
And is there a way that I might be able to do that myself? Because I'm kind of into recycling at the moment. So finding used magical items and repurposing them. It's kind of what I'm getting at.
Well, certainly. I would recommend, perhaps... It is very hard. There are a lot of shipwrecks that happen through here, especially the ships that wreck after the Demon of the Seas has taken her spoils of the souls. So...
And I'm assuming she plunders all their
Oh, no.
valuable items as well.
No, she has no desire for their valuables.
I guess because souls are the most valuable thing then.
To her, yes.
Yeah.
She takes all of their souls up to the water isles to the northeast.
What an idiot. Imagine not knowing that the friends you make along the way are the most valuable thing.
So we should protect your soul. Is that right, Kevin?
I'm not here, I'm meaning Cabbage.
Oh.
He's making a bit out of character.
Tell me, Kevin, do you have a soul still?
I'd just like to point out how you
I
talk.
would prefer
How you
some
talk?
space
I
on
will.
this
I
question.
will say that you're with Cal leaving. He took his portal with him, so I don't know how you're talking to Kevin.
No, he.
No, I'm not. I'm
Portal, because
not.
I was crying.
Oh God.
That's Doc just wondering.
Out loud.
Yes. If you could, if you could find some way to breathe underwater, there are ways to traverse the bottom.
I have multiple ways to do that. Yes.
If you can reach the bottom and find your way around the wreckages and whatnot, there are certain groups of people that do make maps of
Hello.
underwater maps of special locations, ancient ruins that have been submerged, the entranceways to portals to pocket dimensions and planes and things like this.
Sounds like a whole other campaign right there.
I do know that some of them do sell maps out of Oasis Lagoon, especially for the surrounding areas around the first cathedral. Many people are very, very interested in what happened to the islands of the Star Seals. They believe that the Star Seals grew too powerful and the gods were angered and sank them below the ocean.
That sounds terrible.
So this is the people from Oasis Lagoon, you say?
Yes, yes.
Might be useful information for our friend Kevin. File that one away for later, Budge.
Evan is a Laguna.
That is not what I said, but or Granny. But...
Call me that. like ever.
You watch as there is a swell of water, as a large tentacle comes up, and you see a small swathe of shining turquoise blue bugs. Their legs transformed into little flat pads on the bottom with little white bioluminescent spaces. Their back is like a hardened chitinous appearance, split down the back like they have wings, but they look familiar but different, changed by the water magic. You are muted.
Oh, you're so old.
I've seen this anime. I know where this is going. Evil One, if you can comment, you should be here. Stop this madness.
You guys look so cool.
One of them gives you a little thumbs up.
You like this.
One gives a little thumbs up, and one or two of the smaller ones jump on you and burrow into like your jackets.
Thanks, guys. Hopefully that Mr. Mean Cow won't do them rifty things to you anymore.
You kind of look at them, and you realize several of them have looks on their little beady faces of potential vengeance.
Nope. Nope, I know what you're thinking. Nope. This girl just doesn't understand.
You just see one of the burlier ones in the back just lift his front legs and just like...
I'm not condoning the violence.
He just goes like, just a little one, just a little violence.
I'm not paying attention. I'm gonna turn my back on that.
They vanish back onto the ship, scurrying into the shadows. Oh.
Ruh-roh.
Ruh-roh.
Oh, they got him.
Who'd we lose? Oh no, we lost Cal.
He's not even in the chair. What?
Teleported.
Bro, the ghost got him?
The cockroaches got him.
That was literally a magic trick.
Oh my God,
Now you see me, now you don't.
The house got him.
No, what I like the fact is the cockroaches are like just a little violence. The camera glitches. It comes back. There's no tie. They got him.
Yeah.
It's
Got him.
away.
I'm just gonna say I'm really relieved, guys. It's about time.
Damn. Brutal.
So
He was mean to those cockroaches.
with that, Granny bids you farewell, Budge, with just like one little hand. She kind of wraps a couple fingers around you to give you like a very wet hug
Oh, the granny hug.
before she slithers back below the water. You watch as the swirling mass of her tentacles, which was dwarfing the ship, disappears as she starts to descend lower. You can start to already feel the ship trajectory starting to turn and spin as she is spiraling, as she circles lower and lower, beginning this whirlpool around you. You can see that the water just around the edges of the ship, bubbling and roiling, glowing with a bluish white light just around the edges of the ship. In your mind, only you can hear this, Budge, but there is this deep intonation of very deep, sonorous words. You can't quite hear what is being chanted, but it is like this ongoing chant of just some kind of summoning of magic that just you can hear in your mind.
Bunch is just gonna get any uckers that are floating about to scurry into the armor real quick and just sit there excitedly.
You watch
Wicked Eye Call Crow's Nest!
You watch as Monarch is backing the little Cadillac into a corner, battening it down, tying it down to the top of the boat.
Come on, hurry up.
They're moving fast. They're just like, but boss, what if it rusts?
Alright, we'll be fine, don't worry.
You watch Dark from just the shadowy corner slouches away. He's like, That's what's gonna happen. We're gonna lose it. It's gonna rust and it
You're
won't work
gonna lose
anymore.
my car. Settle down.
We're gonna be pulled down to the deep, unending void.
Yeah, exactly. And you watch as Dark just lays down on the deck of the ship, ready for the abyss to take him.
I'm gonna
But
be
we'll
real with you.
Pick
I
him
just-
up to put him
It's
into
like
his
5
arms.
minutes.
Okay, your turn.
No, I just
Didn't it die or what? You had a disappearing trick.
I know.
You were there
We-
on the screen.
we were fairly
You
certain.
disconnected from the call.
We're fairly certain the cockroaches
reconnected,
got
not there
you.
any longer.
Yeah, we were fairly certain the cockroaches
Well-
got you.
Nah, Nash just plopped down like under the desk, and then everyone froze. I was like, "Cool." So I reset the router, and then went and got a drink of water. And then I came back to Steven talking. I was like, "Oh God, what have I missed?"
I got you with a clip so you can watch yourself disappear immediately.
Yes, I love it.
Thanks. No, your turn, Steve. My bad. Sorry, Flan.
Oh, you're right, bud.
You-
Yeah, Bud's just gonna pick up Dark to put him into his arm, and then pick up the car as well. Just satisfy the fucking uckers.
Hallmark standing there going, I knew you'd had this, boss. You were always going to help us. Because you're like the best boss ever.
All right,
Yeah.
tone it down.
Yeah, Bud's best. Yeah. Alright, everyone in now.
Okay.
Before we whirlpool.
So, you all batten down the hatches, I assume.
I batten down the inside of the cupboard I'm in.
Have I made it to telling D and whatnot or whatever his name is that we're going underwater?
Yes, you tell not.
Water.
However, as you are closing, just checking the deck of the ship, roll me a perception, Cal.
Oh, fucking! I hate when I have to do things like this.
Yeah, it's a bit of a perceiver.
Deceiver.
You and Squeaky are lashing themselves up in a coat.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing if he notices.
I definitely wouldn't lash myself up there if I'm honest, but give me a second and I'll find where the fuck perception is.
It's under P.
It's under
The
P or pee my pants. Oh, I rolled a 23.
Cal, you go to close pull the door closed and latch it as you just see the edge of Yu's tattered pants and boots go over the edge of the crow's nest.
Well, I don't think. Look, I've never travelled with intergalactic whirlpools before, but I don't really think this is the plan. I'm gonna climb up there and see what this little fucker's doing.
Okay, roll me an acrobatics to climb. Yeah, you scramble up reasonably easily. You don't get tangled or anything. You do notice as you glance down, you can start to see that the water around you, this whirlpool is going to be huge. And you can already see that the dark water is starting to funnel down. And even though you haven't sunk beneath the cone of the water yet, you can just see as you're getting higher, just this black spinning abyss just dragging you down before you reach the top of the crow's nest, where you can see he's got essentially, for lack of a fantasy ocky strap, just ratcheting himself in.
She's not going anywhere.
I hate to tell you, but do you plan on breathing underwater?
Can't you?
Well, no, I can't. I have lungs that fill with air.
Well, you best better get downstairs then. We called this first.
I mean, what happens if I don't know, the mast breaks off and you get separated from us, you drown, you get attacked by a monster? What's your plan for all these sort of things?
Probably say about the same with the bottom part of the ship.
I don't know if you understand how structural integrity works. The
I
bottom.
think you know how boats work.
I mean, I understand the argument that you never see a boat, sink mast first, but
Oh, and what's the part you normally see sticking out of the water? The mast. With the crow's nest.
Oh, it must be a good idea.
okay, well, I mean, I'm going to give you one more chance to go downstairs, and I'll leave you with this little tidbit. You see how deep that whirlpool is? It's already deeper than the boat, so the mast isn't going to stick out of the water if it sinks to the bottom.
Yep.
And you're going to be ratcheted to the part that's sinking.
Yep.
No, if you don't see any problem with this, I don't. This seems perfectly plausible. You sure you're all good here?
I'm all good.
Alright, if he gives me the thumbs up and Squeaky gives me the thumbs up, I just backslap, like literally just tilt my body back, fall backwards through a portal, back inside.
Okay.
I'm like, use
Roll me an acrobatics
ratchet
to
strap
land.
yourself. Oh, fucking please. And that was a serious please.
No, you're good. You do a back somersault and land on your feet.
I'm just like, use Ratchet strapped himself to the mast for some fucking reason. I'm not quite sure, and he assured me everything would be okay. So I'm not really gonna. You can't argue with stupid. So.
By the way, Cal, you also get an absolutely wonderful helping hand thanks to Evil One.
Oh, Craig, you cutie.
I mean, Granny literally said she'd protect all of us anyway, so.
I know, but it just things can go wrong, and I don't want to. I just thought I would mention that maybe it wasn't a good idea, Budge. I'm sorry. I did.
Never doubt Granny. Never doubt Granny. She got this.
You're right. You're right, Budge. You trust her. I should never have doubted her. I would like to say, for that motivation, I'm no longer scared at all in any way, shape, or form of this. I am all for this now. I had a little bit of jitters at first, but Budge has reassured me that everything's okay.
What Budge does.
And Budge does maps.
It's a lot of trust.
And genocide.
Nah, you've got
Budge has no recollection of that.
Yeah, he doesn't need to remember it to know that he does it.
I mean, he literally does need to remember it to know that he does it.
I mean, we know.
So,
I feel like you're not very familiar with how remembering and doing things works.
so
Doing alright, Budge? He's frozen again?
he is frozen again. So, you find yourself sucked down into the depths of the water. You feel the chill of the cool, dark water rush over you. It is the most amazing thing where you are on the top of the ship as you watch as this whirlpool closes over the top of you like a dome, twisting off. And you can see just through the edges of the fast moving water just an array of fish and wildlife as you disappear down through the trenches of this dark place. You can see the coral reefs and the bright fish near the surface of the water as they start to get deeper and deeper. You can see things like the moray eels as you get deeper, whales, anglerfish. You think you see the twisting tentacles that are huge, not as large as Granny's have been, but you realize it might be either a juvenile giant squid or a juvenile kraken. But you see
Of course, it's a kraken.
you see the nature and wildlife of the sea around you as you disappear
He's like a kid at Christmas.
deeper.
He's loving it.
He's gonna love coming to my family reunion.
I reckon it's just you and Budge are just like, whoa, love it.
I feel bad because we're slightly off center without Ty at the moment, with no.
That's fine.
So, and eventually, you are the whole interior of the ship where you guys are, Doc, Kevin, Budge. The lights come on. It is a very pale orange light as you are plunged into the darkest night. It is quiet, eerily so, as you can hear the hints of whale song reverberating through the ship. But it is eerily quiet. Every now and then you can hear the swish and swirl of the water and the bubbles. You know that Granny didn't say this would be instantaneous, but it will be significantly quicker as you traverse through this darkened tunnel. But for now, you are locked in this kitchen space together.
Is there anything anyone would like to talk about?
Sounded like a deliberate throat clearing.
Doc.
You're not even kidding.
Kevin, roll
Yeah.
for incontinence
I was
with the
gonna say,
sheer amount of
I was just
cabbage you've eaten recently. Considering you don't even eat.
I was just gonna say.
I haven't been eating cabbage.
I was about
I
to
have been crying into cabbage.
Well, that's what Doc was gonna say. Kevin, are you
Rest with
doing
Hector.
all right?
Yeah, I'm good.
Because these cabbages smell quite like salt water, but like tears rather than ocean water.
They're seasoned.
A little bit salty,
They're marinating.
Delicious cabbage.
but they haven't been wet by the ocean, as I can tell.
No,
No, I can see that you're looking a little bit under the weather.
You're one to talk. You like died earlier.
You died before I did.
Yeah, but like I got benefits out of that. Here he is, the man of the moment.
Found out what was going on. Nash had
Cal just teleported in. Huh?
lied on the extension cable for the actual, not the router for the fiber optic.
Ah,
So
it's
that
like disconnected.
yeah, so he kept turning the fiber optic off every time he lied down.
Classic Nash.
Boy's just trying to chill, but he's fucking breaking technology.
So,
No, happened again. No,
We're
no?
interrogating
Okay,
Doc.
he didn't freeze.
No,
I
so-
thought he froze.
so I believe, Doc, you are at the door of the pantry,
Pantry.
addressing
You'll
a
notice
weeping
all
Kevin.
of the cabbages are organized by size. They're in a perfect like scale.
Wow, this is just how I like it.
And
This is
then
great.
the ones that are too close to size,
Wow.
but they're very similar. You'll notice they're organized by salt content.
I'd like to point out Doc just canonically is a size queen.
Oh, he's got a bit of OCD.
About what you cook with it.
That was possibly the best. I respect that, Steve.
So, anyway, Doc,
Moving on
Kevin.
to interrogating Doc.
I was interrogating Kevin.
Nah, you're not turning this around on me.
Alright,
You
you're not
fucking
reverse
psychologist
I did
mind
this-
tricks.
I
alright?
started it. I started it.
I don't
Hell.
care who started it. I'm asking you questions now, son.
Well, are you going to answer my question first about the salty cabbages?
No, they're fine.
Are
You're just a little
you-
mean to me, and it was funny
okay.
to cry into them.
That's cool.
I mean, yeah, okay. That explanation's good enough, I suppose.
That kind of checks out, really.
Hello, you. Are you okay? We just like peek out.
No,
There's
you's
like
fine.
a crack in the window and we see you.
You's having a great
Over
time.
the top.
He's
Yeah.
got the arms up.
What's
He's
up
on the
with
roller coaster, man. He's happy.
What's up with Doc's like TB? What's going on with that?
I don't know, ask Doc.
You got like
A TV.
TB. You got like tuberculosis, don't you?
Just out of curiosity, is this a private conversation? I don't know where I am.
This is
Like-
open to the floor.
You're-
Look
you
here.
guys
this
are
is
all-
just
Okay.
happening in a doorway.
I believe that we are kind of crammed in together, aren't we?
Correct.
Brandon talking about your TB.
So we're in the
I
world
do not know what TB is.
of tuberculosis. Pretty self-explanatory.
Well, I ain't a doctor, okay?
I keep forgetting that.
Yeah, but why did you look like respectfully shit when you woke up?
Budgery, you can't ask people why they look respectfully
Well-
shit.
Respectfully, Bodge, have you not ever been sick before?
No,
That's
he's-
what I'm asking. Like, why? What? You? That was very sick.
Hold on, do you understand how fish robots work?
No
Yeah,
one.
Do
it's
you?
a computer virus.
Does anybody? Budge doesn't even understand how he works. All right?
Well,
Hey,
you get
Just
you
because
get
it's
awfully-
right doesn't mean you're allowed to say it.
He's got a point, but also you get very defensive for a man with, the sickening.
Is that what you're calling it now?
Hey, look. Quite simply, what's up, dog?
He's got a point.
Well,
Where
what's
did you
up
get that
is
carrot?
that I was What's up, Doc? Is clearly I am slightly under the weather, and I appreciate y'all's support and in getting me out of bed this morning. Oh wait, the other morning. That's about it.
But how do we fix you?
He's got a point.
Well, I've written a letter to my father to ask him about that, and I'll just wait for a reply, I suppose. It's more of a genetic thing. It's not a contagious thing. You know, when I say genetic, I mean it's like passed on down through my family.
Thank you for explaining that for those in the room who didn't understand genetics, like Kevin.
And most people.
I'm starting to wonder if you think I'm really fucking stupid, Doc.
You broke time, Cal.
Just because, I mean, breaking time's pretty impressive if you really think about it. That
It is. I'll give you that. That's true. But it's a stupid move, though.
Well, there's a difference between, you know, wisdom
Intelligence
and
and wisdom.
intelligence.
I know.
Exactly.
I know. Yeah, so, I mean, it's probably not a good prognosis, but I'm doing okay.
Budge is just
Does
gonna
that
poke Doc
satisfy-
real quick and just... Did that help?
It actually quite hurt, Budge. Your
Fuck.
meaty fingers are, well, your big fingers are friggin' strong.
It was a soft poke.
Are we on our way to meet?
Like a...
We're going to your like homeland, aren't we, Doc?
Yeah, but I
That's
have.
where you're from.
I will say that I have not been here for many decades.
Yeah, but like this is where like your family is here, and like this is. What I'm getting at is you have like context for this area that we might not have. If that makes sense.
It has changed a lot. I mean, I did spend some time here, but the majority of my life I've now spent in Oaksbriar.
And is that where your parents are from?
My parents are from the Dark Isles, but we were sort of kicked out, so to speak.
Why were you kicked out?
Care to go into that?
I mean, if we're going to be traveling with you, we should probably know exactly what you got kicked out of an entire Dark Isles for.
One does not simply get kicked out of the Dark Isles.
I feel like with a name like the Dark Isles, they're probably, you know, pretty okay with
They're
most
pretty
things.
tolerant of a lot of things, surely.
It's not like we're going to, I don't know, the fluffy unicorn isles. Like, we're going to the Dark Isles. Like, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of things they'd say, it's alright.
Anyway, enough bit.
Alright.
Hey,
Moving on.
hey, Ty. The wonderful thing about you being an Eladrin from the Feywild, you know that the Dark Isles doesn't reference darkness and evil. It actually just represents emotion and that level of stuff. That the goddess who is represented.
It's the edgy ones.
Yeah, it's the, you know, cut my life into pieces. It's those fellas.
No.
Oh my god.
No. They're not.
This isn't their
They're,
last resort.
these,
That's such a Craig move.
they are actually the most in control of their emotions when they are showing you something, i.e. anger.
Yes.
It is a very deliberate choice. They are so in control of their own emotions that you know exactly what they are showing you is what they are feeling. They are very...
Which, funnily enough, is part of the reason why Duck is no longer there. So,
Which,
let's
Cal,
just say...
Cal wouldn't know this because he's from the logic-driven light side of the Feywild.
Yeah.
Because, you know, Cal is very logical and not driven by emotion at all.
Exactly. I'm glad that God's now telling you all that I'm the logical one.
Yes. If only the character could make but a single logical decision.
I have a feeling.
The artist cannot match.
I have a feeling it flows like the wind, very similar to his accent.
Excellent.
What
Now,
do you
this is
mean
all
by
well and
accent
good.
isn't good?
But I'm gonna also call this bit, and Doc, keep going.
Yes.
Why did you get kicked out of the Dark Isles again?
I
What?
thought I just didn't need to talk anymore because
No, you would think that, you would, but I'm on duty, son.
Son.
Now,
Yeah.
now please.
So
pray
your
tell.
question again, because there were so many people talking.
So you said you got kicked out of the Dark Isles, and then you went to tell us
I did.
somewhat
yeah.
of why you were like you clearly didn't want to get into it, but like, what did you do?
Well, I
You
mean, it's a bit
emotional?
of it's a very direct question there.
Yeah, I mean, I'm dead. So like, I'm gonna be a bit direct
Alright.
sometimes.
I suppose we do kind of just make jokes at your expense with all the genocide and stuff, don't we?
Yeah, definitely.
shame.
You know, yeah,
It's
no,
probably-
you've never shied away from it.
That is true. All right, so I suppose I could start at the beginning.
I mean, it's probably a pretty good place to start. You don't normally start at, the end.
Do y'all know how old I actually am?
Well,
Wait,
judging, I
No,
was gonna s-
29.
judging by the cough,
7.
Judging by the cough, he's like 60,000.
Well, he said he hadn't been to the Dark Isles in decades, so I imagine you're like 90.
Oh, thank you. That's very flattering of you to say. No.
but wrong.
I'm actually ooh, is it like about 182 now? Something like that. Yeah, so I've been around for quite a while now. I don't like to advertise my age because it's something I'm sort of self-conscious about. But many, many years ago, I did live in the Dark Isles, yes, with my mother and my father. But I suppose one thing that you kind of need to know about the 𝔚𝔬𝔬𝔐 is that we're potentially descendants of an ancient peoples called the 𝔚𝔬𝔬𝔐. Have you heard of them?
You will have to go into intimate detail on what those are.
Well, that's actually part of what I was asking my dad about, because he might know more than I will. But
Might also have to go into detail about the spelling of
the
Someone
𝔚𝔬𝔬𝔐.
said it.
That's something that the god of this world could probably inform you about. But
You know what? I'm just gonna wing it.
The fact
It's
that
now
you're reading, I'm fairly
MULTIKAI.
certain you're reading off of something, aren't you?
Damn it, we went 2 different directions, Kev.
Oh, that's fine.
The first half we got the same though, so
Look, that's the half that matters.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
double checking because I don't actually know my own spelling. Ba-da.
it's 𝔚𝔬𝔬𝔐.
Thank you.
𝔚𝔬𝔬𝔐. TIRAVI, I believe.
It's 𝔚𝔬𝔬𝔐.
Yeah, that one.
𝔚𝔬𝔬𝔐. It's
I'll say 𝔚𝔬𝔬𝔐.
yeah, it's MAALTIRAVI, but with a little line over the top of the I. The last
It's
I.
all about the ovaries.
All right, so you're descended from them.
The
They've got tuberculosis.
the
so therefore you-
𝔚𝔬𝔬𝔐 people.
Look, there were these 𝔚𝔬𝔬𝔐, which, from what I was told, existed within the plane of dreams. So they weren't actually from this plane, but their blood sort of mingled with elves, and I believe drow as well, which is where we sort of get our tone from. I think that's a dominant trait, I suppose. But
Did he just refer to his skin tone?
yeah, I did.
It's all good. I
Anyway,
just don't know whether that's really an important detail there.
part of what had gone on previously was a lot of my people were subject to, I guess, illnesses of a kind deformities and such, and they died. But that death wasn't the end, as far as I'm aware. I believe it was some sort of awakening. I don't have all the information again. My father knows more than I do. Oh, my mother probably does too, to be honest. But anyway, we were supposed to keep ourselves in check, and I didn't really do that. As a child, I was kind of curious, and I explored different things, and then I one day came across something that I probably shouldn't have messed with, and here we are.
So hold on a second. You've got a crippling illness and time god powers because you messed around with something you didn't understand and shouldn't have been doing. But
No, I believe the time powers were the cause of the awakening for me. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, so
I previously stayed away from magic. It's the magic that probably started the process.
Okay, so what I'm hearing is you messed around with a power you didn't understand, and now you've messed some things up. But that's okay. But I've done the same thing, and I'm suddenly a piece of shit.
No, okay, so there's a stark and very subtle difference in it. He messed around with magic, and it's gonna kill him. You messed around with magic, and it's gonna kill all of us. Can you see the little difference there? It's real small. Hard to see.
Well,
Can you dumb it down for Budge?
To be fair, you fucked around and you're already dead. So I mean, I'm not really killing you. So I don't know what you're
I
mad
still
about.
die.
And
I'm
secondly,
reborn. I
oh,
still die.
okay, born again, religious man, wonderful. I'd like to point out that this is all blatant allegations. We don't know for sure if I'm going to end the world. We heard.
Yeah, but it's not looking too good.
Having finished the conversation, Doc sort of moves away and just goes and takes a seat at one of the tables.
Don't think we're not coming to sit with you.
It looks like they're more interested in
In
Cal
arguing.
now. So
I like the verbalization of it. Looks like they're more interested in Cal, which means stop asking me questions.
no, I'm just saying.
This is
I
where
was just sitting there
this is
listening
where
to
the
everyone like a good boy.
this is where the DM looks at you all and go, "Get him, boys." He's avoided it for
I hope-
28 sessions.
I would notice Doc leaving, and I would notice that this conversation
It's not
is
far
about-
away. It's
Yeah.
a small cabin.
Cal's losing this argument very quickly. He notices he may be on the wrong side of
I'm
history.
gonna
right
allow
here.
the deflection here.
And I would go, so, what exactly did you do? What did you mess with? And I go and sit right next to Doc.
And also, what did you do to get kicked out of the Dark Isles? Was it messing with this power, or was it like some other thing?
Did you lick a
Alright.
meteor?
That's good.
We've all been there.
You actually don't know how right you are, Cal. Wow, shit, that's scarily
Yeah.
accurate.
Are you serious? Because that was just a joke at Budge who eats rocks, but...
My brother!
Like I said, I may have wandered a little far from my hometown, and there was, one day, young, well, I wasn't called Doc back then, but,
Hold on, what was your...
Hotel, what were you called?
Yeah, what did people call you?
Was it Gregory?
it doesn't really matter. My name.
Oh no, it definitely matters.
It's absolutely gonna come up at some other point.
Oh,
Doctor?
It doesn't usually come up. Emos is my birth name.
Emos.
I can see why you go by Doc.
Oh, 100%.
I have
Alright.
to ask, just for my curiosity
I
and
think
because
it's a
of
lovely name.
pronunciation, is it Emos or Amos?
It's Emos.
Okay.
Anyway,
Updating your name on the friends list.
it's Doc. I had it legally changed. All right.
I'm putting it in brackets. Calm down.
Alright, boys, don't dead name him, okay? That's
Jesus
pretty
Christ.
pretty rude.
Hey, I've got yours in there too, boss.
Oh, don't do that to me either. I don't like this now that I'm on the other side of the table.
Yes. So
Like
look,
iPad
one
Emos,
day,
exactly.
young Emos was wandering about in the forest when the sun started setting. So he actually kind of had to head back home, but he got a little bit lost. But then he found this clearing, and then there was this glowing rock thingy in the middle of the clearing, and he sort of touched it, which he probably shouldn't have, and then he blacked out. But I blacked out.
I was going to say, it was a lot of brain damage if you're suddenly talking in the third person, if I'm
Yeah,
honest.
that's Budge's gimmick.
Well, I mean, I say, look, it's odd because since then I haven't really been alone. So, because that's where I sort of met the Watcher.
And you were kicked
And then
out for touching the meteor, or?
Well, Doc sort of pulls out from under his robe his arcane focus, which is a carved stone symbol of, like it's the Watcher's symbol.
I don't really...
I had some visions when I touched this originally, and I carved it. I shaped it into this, and this is where I began to see things. You know, at that point.
Out of character context, quickly, is Doc a warlock connected to the Watcher, or is do we know that he's a warlock?
No,
is he? Because he's a cleric and something else, isn't he? What's this other class?
Sorcerer.
he's a cleric and a sorcerer.
Okay. And
So,
sorcerers
if you wanna,
get their power from something.
it's internal.
It's
So
it's a
You were
bloodline.
a sorcerer once, brother.
Yeah, but I can't remember how it works.
It's a bloodline.
if you want to
thing.
know, if you want to know why becoming a cleric also started the awakening.
So
process,
was
that's
the
what Doc's
cleric part connecting to the Watcher?
saying. Yeah.
Okay, that
So
makes
once the magical gates opened, the genetic DNA basically was sort of
He
Awakened.
basically got
messed up.
he basically got celestial transmutation of his cells, so celestial cancer.
Okay.
that's why I'm dying, but it's in a good way apparently.
Apparently,
Okay,
it's in
anyway.
a good way if you
Not good for me. Anyway, yeah. So I kind of got in trouble because I was having visions of this being, which I didn't know at the time was the Watcher, and he was like speaking to me in some kind of language that I couldn't really understand, but it was something that was important. So that's why I ended up carving this stone, but I kind of got kicked out because they thought I was a bit crazy, and they do shun people for having awakenings. And my parents had to take me to the mainland.
Okay, so
And
you
that was a
kicked
crazy
out
time, by the
for
way.
Your,
So
your craziness and your awakening.
I would say I wasn't actually crazy. I would say that
It's awakening in two ways.
it's about what happened to me. It's not me that's the problem here.
Yes.
I don't know if I
And
necessarily...
me being dead is just a condition and has nothing to do with me. I agree.
Yeah. So look, I hope that satisfies your curiosity, and that's about it.
Cool. We will talk about this again in the future, but I appreciate you. Good luck in all of your future endeavors.
However limited in time that may be.
Don't say shit like that. Anyone else got any deep and probe questions for anyone else that's here? Who we got? Budge, Cal, me, Doc.
How's everyone doing?
7 out of 10.
Okay.
The ship moved and the cabbages are all out of whack again.
So, just out of curiosity, are we fine airing all this in front of, and I point to Not and D?
They said they wanted
Not's in-
human interaction.
and
This is what humans are
Not's in
like.
his room, and D went downstairs. So you guys have actually been
Look
having
at the
some.
map, brother.
Doc's not even in the doorway to talk to me. This is so rude.
Is the cat here?
No, the cat is in the other room, in another room.
If no one has any probing questions, which I am opening myself up to the floor for, if you want to ask me questions,
Why were you crying?
because you were mean to me.
I feel like that was very straightforward, if I'm honest.
I will say, for context, it did sound fake through the portal. It was like clearly layered on.
It sounded a bit exaggerated.
Yeah.
So, can we hang out with Steve?
I'm out.
Again. I was gonna do like a thing where we talk about like monsters we'd fought or something. Like, what's the coolest monster you've beaten in your adventures? But like, that's
Just a
Yeah,
question.
all right. Kevin, what's the coolest monster you've ever defeated in your...
Well,
Yeah.
my adventures have started specifically with you. So we defeated bandits and then other bandits, and then probably the coolest one is that Leviathan. So unfortunately,
Not
I
really.
didn't find that very cool.
Not really the
Before we
happy
adventure-
tone you were really
No.
hoping to set
I
on, was
mean-
it?
that's like I guess that and the water, the fire thing, that was pretty crazy.
Hmm.
Yeah, but like I haven't fought other monsters than those two.
Well,
Unless
there
Doc
was
has other inferences we fought things elsewhere.
there actually was this one occasion, if y'all don't mind me sharing a memory of Hudson. It was before we met up. Met up with Hudson, and
Are you about to gift us a memory?
yeah, well, we stopped at this tavern for the night, and I was actually invited up to a fair maiden's room for the evening. But it turned out that her bed was actually a mimic. So she was trying to feed me to her pet mimic. Kind of like reminded me of Hito, actually.
Did it look like Hito in like a
No,
wig?
it didn't look like Hito, but now I have to ask Hito if that was just Hito in disguise. Holy shit. It could have been. Anyway, long story short, I gotta put a pin in that one. Long story short, Hudson came and actually rescued me from that. So technically, Hudson killed the bed mimic. Or I don't know if he killed it, but he beat it senseless and we kind of got out of there. But yeah, so that was more of a Hudson kill. So that was pretty fun though.
I put my arm around
Hudson memory alert.
Wake up, babe. New Hudson memory just dropped.
Every week, one memory of Hudson.
I just
What
tapped Doc on the back. I'm like, thanks for the memory, Doc.
Even if
What
they
about
weren't
you,
so
Cal?
good.
You got any cool monster experiences?
I mean,
Can I name a monster from the D&D lore and talk about how you fought it off the top of your head?
oh,
What about a monster from the future?
a monster from the future?
Craig's calling you out from the chat, Scotty, saying how rude.
Like iPad emotes. How rude. As if that's not exactly something Hito would do.
Yeah, exactly.
I reckon it's totally like Hito's
Like it was
disguised as a
on
fucking
brand
woman.
for Hito. Oh god.
Yeah, he said it was rude, not false.
You know what we could do? We could pick this up after a short break, and Cal could have a monster in mind after some swift Google.
Okay.
I'm really glad you saw me just glance over to the second one.
I was like, clearly this isn't going anywhere.
Okay.
Oh, you started doing it
So-
great. I was just gonna go and fought an owlbear.
So as
See
your
any monster I know.
as your conversation descends into the monsters you've fought, the good times you've had, memories of Hudson, we will take a quick 5-minute break. And then we'll see what happens next. But we will be back in 5 minutes, so go to the bathroom, get a drink, get a snack if you would like a snack, and we'll see you back
There
in
you go.
5 minutes.
Put me in, coach.
Welcome back,
no.
everybody, to Ignition Point. I hope you had a good break. I had a great break.
You
Did
really
you guys
rolled that R, motherfucker.
Break.
So,
Goody.
so, with all of that in mind, you find yourself traversing through the darkness of the underwater whirlpool for some time, some hours, regaling each other with stories, every now and then punctuated with the boyish giggles coming from the deck outside.
Is
Oh
it
no,
you?
you can hear singing.
Oh.
Underwater singing, huh?
Uh,
Under the sea.
well, this is the thing. Would you like to check or see if you hear singing? Because technically, isn't
I hear
you
it.
supposed to be underwater?
Yeah, but he's singing under the sea, so he gets special powers by the all magical Disney guy.
Sound waves travel under the ocean.
Yeah, but not very well.
No. That's why we're doing perception. Perceive.
Fanny?
I'm gonna argue I should roll with advantage because I'm a sea creature.
I'm going to argue that we don't need to roll because I know where he is. I can just open a little portal if we want to see what he's doing.
Yeah, but then
And the water
will
just pours in. Great.
So,
Go for it.
is the ship in a bubble or is it underwater completely?
You would know. The entire ship is in a bubble. It's
so we could just
it's
hear
like
it.
it's like a bubble that's being passed along through the water.
So we don't even have to be inside this cabin, locked in here.
Well, I mean, yes, Doc, you did
It's not in a
because
bottle.
you did need to, Doc, so they could question you about Doc stuff.
They fucking trapped me in here. They told me I needed to be in the cabin.
I could have questioned you on the deck.
I'd like to point
Is
out.
the
I'd
ship
walk
actually
around.
in a bottle? Is the ship actually in a bottle?
It looks like a Coke bottle.
Yeah, but one of the old glass ones because, you know,
You're
Granny,
thinking
Yeah,
maybe
that's what I'm saying.
diet.
Granny wants you to taste better when you come out the end of this. No, you are in a bubble. As Kevin immediately jumps off the ship and gets lost
I
into
thought
the
I
current.
thought I could traverse through decks.
Where
but
do
I can't.
where do you want to be? Where do you want to be?
Well, I was just wanted to see over there because you can't see, but it's fine. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
I'm here now.
you trying
Everyone
to
else,
touch-
march your butts outside.
I'm trying to touch the other deck or something.
Budge,
touch
you
the
open
butt.
a door and you find. You open a door.
Did I?
You did open a door into Budge. You did open a door into Not's bedroom, where he seems to be sitting playing a game of checkers by himself, and you can hear him talking to himself as he moves each of the pieces. He's like, "Yes, old son. Yes, 1, 2, 3. Yes, I've got you." And you see as he scrambles around to the other side, picks up another piece and jumps the pieces on his own.
Tragic. Alright, I'll take pity on him.
I'll play checkers with him.
I'll play checkers with him.
At least
Slide
he's
out.
not winning.
As you take a seat at the table, he says, "Checker, I don't know."
As you sit at the table, he tells you you're sitting on his friend and you must leave.
Kicks you directly off the boat. You do not pass go. You do not collect $200.
I don't know how to play checkers.
What do you mean you don't know how to play checkers?
Why would Budge know how to play checkers?
He's fucking got you too
He
shallow.
knows her. That's why.
These
As-
never even matter.
As you enter,
Budge surely would have played checkers in like a bar or something.
As-
with Cal.
as
Cal would specifically take games to play against Budge that he knows he would win.
as you enter in,
You just take
Budge.
bets on me beating people in arm wrestle.
As you enter in, Not looks up at you, Budge, and his face just lights up with a smile. He's like, "Oh, hey! Would you like to play?
Okay.
Do you want to be what? Do you want to be the
Uh,
white
what-
checker or the red checker?"
Budge doesn't see colour. He's
Makes
legally
sense.
colourblind.
Well, I mean, it just depends. Would you like to go first or second?
Normally black and red.
You can go first.
Ah, thanks. And
You can teach Budge how to play.
Giving away his edge.
So he quickly runs you through the very simple rules of how to play checkers, Budge. It's actually a very simple game.
I think in the background we should force him to load up and stream checkers on cool math games, and that's how it goes against the hard bot.
Right?
So yes, he quickly teaches you the very simple rules of how to play checkers. For you, Budge, as you're playing, just roll me a wisdom check. Just straight wisdom.
Just a normal check.
Yeah, just a normal check.
Budge a bad loser.
You realise not very good. This is why.
That makes two of us.
Can you tie knots?
And so he's
cannot.
just
You cannot not.
he's just
I'm
playing.
not in a knot.
And as you're
I'd love
doing
to
so,
see their movie.
as you're playing, he scooches over to like drag you over a sturdy looking wooden stool that you can sit on so that you don't have to stand, and he's got his own little stool, and you watch as he goes over to his desk and brings over two little boxes that he has on the desk there. One he opens and you notice that it's got a whole heap of brightly coloured paper wrappers of like different little chocolates and everything in it. The other box, which appears to be quite a plain wooden box, he opens up and offers to you, and you see that it's little gemstone chips. They're very flaked, flat pieces of gemstone chips, almost about so big, of like emeralds and sapphires, topaz, amethyst. But he offers it to you, and he's like, "Would you like a snack?"
Oh, you're too kind. Budge is absolutely going to delve into this.
So he's sitting there, and you just see he's playing like he's like bouncing in his seat, just happy to have someone to play with.
End this man's career.
Get real personal with the insults. As every time you take one of his pieces, just destroy him.
Tell him he's a short little man and nobody loves him.
Bet the boat on this game. Whose character was this frog?
No one. He's always been an NPC.
He's an NPC? Okay, so if we take his boat through winning a game of checkers.
He's just so stoked to have you here. One moment, please. Bear with me.
No, that's fine. I'm trying to see if I'm actually going to win this game. It's not looking likely.
You tell me you didn't roast the expert level bot in under a minute like me?
Yeah, well,
I might not actually know how to play checkers. I don't think I've ever played this game before. I'm gonna be real with you.
What do you mean you haven't played checkers, dude?
Why would I play checkers?
does your family not love you? Everyone.
Inadequate childhood.
Well,
Rude.
not everyone plays board games, okay?
Yeah, not
I
everyone.
don't play
plays-
board games, but I at least played checkers once with my parents.
Oh, I didn't ask.
Rude.
I
Either
didn't
way,
ask if you knew how to play, but you seem to still be failing at that miserably.
either way. So,
No, be Mountain to come back.
Mountain, come back. You got this.
not sitting there bouncing in his seat. He's like,
So, I don't think I actually caught where you were from.
You know, a bit of here, a bit of there, but Budge was, you know, kind of raised in the Dark Isles, so it's kind of like a homecoming.
Ah, that's really, really cool. I'm a long way from my home myself.
Where are you from, little buddy?
I'm from like a little estate outside of Tempest. I'm a lord.
Oh, fancy.
Yeah, I run a sanctuary for people who basically don't want to, you know, be in horrible situations anymore.
That sounds very rewarding and nice. You are kicking my ass.
Yeah, well, I became a lord when my late father died, and then I decided that the best way to do it was leave it to my seneschal because, frankly, I'm not very good at running things.
Really? That's the never meaning of the word.
Yeah. Apparently, it
He
takes
beat me. Continue.
Thank you, the Lost Archives, for rating us with a party of 12. Thank you. It's great to have you here.
Damn.
Big up.
You're just
Big up.
watching a Warforged lose to a checkers game to a grung at the moment.
Just out of curiosity, can we have
Froggy
the
wins.
intelligence of the Grom? What kind of embarrassment is Stephen looking at here?
He is a captain.
Yeah, but
Hey,
he's a captain that doesn't know how to read a map. Just because you buy a boat doesn't mean you're technically a captain.
Not has Captain Not Importat has an intelligence of 10.
Oh, he's average.
Yeah.
What's Budge's?
Also 10.
See, you're really...
Kind of tracks them.
You are full focused on checkers, and I can tell you don't understand.
He's really trying to understand how to play checkers.
Oh dear.
I'm sorry, I'm like paying attention at the same time, but I'm really trying to beat this damn frog.
You do realise there's this thing called Google, and you can Google. Oh, there's
I'm
probably a
learning by
rule.
doing, fuckboy.
What part of checkers is confusing me?
Yeah, there's not. What do you mean how to do it?
I'm
Alright,
just
we'll have a
moving
crash
and
course
it's just
later.
taking-
Okay, while Budge, you and Nod are having this discussion as
You
you're
play chess, but not checkers.
eating your way through the gemstone chips. It's a great time. Kevin and Doc, you are out
Such a
on
bad loser.
Kevin and Doc, you are out on the deck.
Where is you?
You is up in the crow's nest. As you can see yourselves, it is incredibly dark down here. The lights on the ship are the only light in this area, and you can see that it is having. We don't get copy. No, do not copyright us, dude. Do not.
4
But
seconds, he's within limits.
Also, I'm pretty
Daddy
sure
Disney
that's
does
now
not
open
care.
source.
Daddy Disney does not care. Anyway,
Also, Daddy Disney does, in fact.
yeah.
Nah, Daddy Disney's all good.
Any-
He's not done anything bad.
Anyway, the lights on the ship have an unusual effect for you, that they are drawing in creatures, and they are looking down at you, that you can see all of these mysterious deep sea creatures, various jellyfish, squid, strange looking fish that seem to be completely see-through, and you can see their bioluminescent organs and bones reflecting the light in these bright iridescent colors as your lights are shining off of them.
How fast is the ship moving? Are we like sort of plummeting, or are we gently descending?
It's more of a moving across, like it's trapped in like a very fast current.
Oh, it's like the
EAC.
like
EAC.
Exactly.
yeah. Yeah, dude, let's go.
Nebula.
Yeah,
Give me
man.
some fin. Give me some noggin.
So, yes, you can see all
He's
these...
just, he's just excitedly pointing to everything and looking at Squeaky and pointing.
Can he name them, but?
I've never met them, so how am I supposed to know their names?
Give them names. Give us a crash course, like the
Budge.
Pokemon rap.
No, we're not going to do it.
Okay, I'll peer back into the cabin and I'll just see Budge like
I'm
looking
just
so
so
frustrated
worried
back
about
there.
Squid.
Is he okay? Alright.
These games so stupid.
I feel so sorry for Steve.
So,
and Budge.
Doc, Kevin,
Alright, so what do we see that is you on the crow's nest actually?
he is in the crow's nest,
Oh, yeah.
yes.
Now he's now standing up. Getting excited.
Doc turns to Kevin. since we're underwater, can you just like swim up there?
Up to him? Or up to
You are not underwater. You are in a bubble of air currently.
I know. I was just joking.
Kevin dives into the water. Just bye, Kevin. He's just gone forever now.
Theoretically,
current,
would you...
I should be going with the current.
Yeah.
I would say, but I'm not going to.
I was gonna say, theoretically, are you able to keep up with the ship at this pace?
I mean, we're in a current, so the ship's just. I would just be in water that's moving fast.
Yeah.
You know what? I need the
Oh,
seal
yeah.
cannon now.
The cannon of seal.
Launch the seal.
Like shooting the seal.
That's the special
D-
move Budge and I are working on.
Do we have a cannon large enough to shoot a Kevin?
I don't know. Let's ask Budge. I would ask Budge, but he's looking quite perturbed right now.
I could shoot Kevin. I don't think it would end up well for him though.
No, it'll fucking explode. That thing's... And then you're gonna actually complete the
There's no
genocide.
evidence or history of Budge's cannon having a negative effect on my people. Alright?
Can I just say, that's exactly
Oh,
how
I
the
can
genocide...
remember.
Okay.
The genocide happened in the
Moving
first
along,
place.
what would
Seal
you like to
popping
do?
in his cannon.
Meanwhile, what would you like to do?
I don't know. I'm just walking around and saying, "Oh, there's you. Hey, you. What you doing up there, buddy?" Oh, that's not my accent at all. Anyway.
You're watching all this? This is amazing!
You watch as there is a bright flash of light and a giant... You're not quite sure, Doc, but it does appear to be a very large whale-like shark-shaped creature, almost as big as the boat.
A whale shark size. Yeah, whale shark.
Whale slash sharks looking creature that's as big as the boat.
A megalodon.
What? A megalodon. Is it as cool looking? Is it scary looking?
You only really see
Can I
the
see its
shadow.
face?
No, you only really see the shadow of it in the darkness, like a
Oh.
silhouette of it. It has a distinctly.
It'll be a megalodon.
It has a distinctly Jerry Jr.-esque shape minus the ears.
Hey, Budge.
Yeah.
Your family's out here.
Yeah, they can.
It's like, I think it's like Jerry's cousin.
Budge will be there in a minute.
Budge is like a crippling drug addict right now, trying to like.
Dude, backgammon's such a better game.
This checkers is for children, dude.
I like 3D chess, but that's just me.
Alright, little buddy. You're clearly far superior than Budge at this game. Budge will come back shortly. Apparently, his family's up there. So Budge is going to say hey.
Yeah, no
Come
problems.
back.
Yeah, come back anytime, Budge.
Didn't hear that even slightly.
Come back anytime, Budge. It'd be great to have you here.
Ah, thanks, buddy. We'll do. And Budge will head out.
Okay.
See what all this hubbub is.
There's lots of fish.
There's a giant Jerry. Wait, is the Jerry relative still
No,
there?
not a giant Jerry. A giant Jerry Jr. minus the ears. There is a difference because Jerry and Jerry
so like a
Jr.
shark.
don't look the same.
Jerry Jr.'s a land shark, right?
No,
Bunny shark.
The
sorry.
bunny shark. Jerry is a
Yeah.
bullet, technically.
Yeah. Technically, with legs.
That's what a
So
bullet
Eel
is.
is Jerry Jr.
Yes.
It looks like a giant shark, is what I'm saying. Can you talk to him?
Who I recognize for shark.
No, you do not.
Roll for recognition.
Damn,
I will
it's like a
say-
shot from my days spreading anti-shark propaganda.
I
This
will.
could be like a Mama Jerry situation.
I will say you don't usually travel this far down, Budge. Like this is
I normally float.
Yeah, this is
He can't actually sink.
well. The problem is with this deep that even for you, not that you need to breathe underwater or whatnot. The issue is you are a very large, heavy automaton, and you and pressure are not friends.
I think the
Under
main
pressure,
issue is the fact that I legally cannot sink.
Yeah, well, that too.
It is normally impossible for me to be this
And
far deep,
most
but I'm
of
like,
most of
hey,
your family.
hey, what's your name?
What's your
Hey, what's your name?
You watch as the figure, the silhouette, turns and starts to head in the
Does he
direction.
say, what's your name?
As he does so, it gets bigger and bigger. You're now realizing that this creature, whoever he is almost as big as the ship. And he's getting bigger the closer he gets.
You guys reckon he's friendly?
Sure.
I ain't too worried because Granny's magic's protecting the ship, but
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, can you? Will he at least talk to you? Or is he like a grumpy old dude?
He didn't
He
seem
ain't
to, he didn't seem to say his name.
He ain't grandpa, is he?
Probably not. Right? Probably not.
How
Hey,
many
hey,
trees have we
hey.
got?
Budge, because you speak
What
fish.
cheese do we have?
Budge, you speak fish. You just
I do speak fish.
carrying through the rushing water and the sound of bubbles passing, you do hear just a very low note. Now, I can't reach the depths of the voice that I wish to do this, but you pick up something. Just very deep melody that apparently whoever this stranger is seems to be singing to himself. Dum dum. Dum dum. Dum dum.
You've got a lovely voice.
You can hear that his little noise is getting faster as he's like, and then you start to pick up as he's getting closer and he's getting bigger, you start to hear, yes, I'm a brave shark. I'm a big shark.
Oh yeah, you are a very brave shark.
Yeah, I'm gonna eat
Is he
a
saying
snack.
fish are friends, not food?
No, he's like, you can hear him going, go into the kitchen, gonna get myself a snack. Go into the kitchen, gonna get
Oh, he's talking
myself a
about
snack.
Oh, you want this snack?
As
He's
he's
just
getting
hungry, that's all.
closer to the ship.
Oh, we're in the kitchen.
Hey,
Yes.
hey buddy, my friend makes a mean banana. If you want some bananas.
You,
Guys, he just doesn't
You
seem to
use
want
music. And so.
I do. You ever got any
Is you-
cheese? Sorry.
I'm
Is
so.
he doing his animal speak or what?
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, fishy snack. Are you crunchy or are you juicy inside?
Fantastic question. Upon Budge's investigation of his interior, he'd say probably neither. Kind of just greasy.
Zappy.
He's got a little bit of spark about him.
Oh, so it's like
Oh, no.
eating electric eels.
Not quite. They're significantly smaller than Budge.
So you got
kinda
wriggly
like
bits
eating
inside you.
Yeah, they're not really wriggly. They're kind of just cold and hard.
Oh, I've had frozen fish before.
No, not like frozen. Like kind of metal.
What's metal?
Budge.
I've never heard of a budge fish before.
Oh, Budge is, friend of a fish. Friend to all. You want to be Budge's friend too?
Oh, you sound like a tasty snack,
give you some
budge
food.
fish.
No, Budge isn't tasty. Budge can find you tasty things though.
Why don't you come out here so I can taste you just a little bit?
Because Budge can't swim.
Okay.
I do feel like that was your whole character development, that you could swim.
No, I can float.
It's
I'm
his,
a hunk of metal.
his arc is learning to swim.
Yes, come out of the fizzy bubbles, and I can eat you.
No, Budge can't really do that on the account of he doesn't want to be eaten. But we can give you food. Budge said lovely things about sharks, and he'd love to keep that rapport going.
Well,
As much salty cabbage as you can eat.
We got cabbage, we got banana.
I don't know what those are.
Oh, they're lovely. You should try them. They're great.
Give me a second. There you go. You want a banana? And I
Get
hoik
the-
it into the water.
You
Try,
watch.
try that. Try
You
that.
you watch as the banana gets grabbed by the current. Just it's
Oh,
gone.
Okay, that did not work.
I got more.
Hey, don't one of you
I've got
boys have
another
your weird hand thing that you can like move things
Um,
with?
A mage hand.
Oh, I can roll
Sure.
mage hand.
Can you like hand
bananas.
the shark his banana?
I will.
More bananas later.
I will
that's not
insert
working.
mage hand.
You're just watching as bananas go flying past.
Like 4 bananas down.
Yeah.
At this point, Doc goes back into the cabin and brings out Jerry Jr. It's like, oh, look, it's like your granddaddy.
I'd like to lean over the dock and be like, how many bananas are we going to feed this meat-eating shark?
You watch as Jerry Jr. tries to hide under your coat, Doc.
He doesn't like it.
The whole reason he came with us in the first place. Little shit scared of everything.
Yeah, I brought Cal out as well if Cal was around.
Okay, so you're gonna throw Cal out to the shark.
Absolutely, we are. I'm gonna.
Sounds like a good
What do I roll?
plan.
for
Lil
Cal?
Cal, where are you?
Okay.
Yeah, where the fuck is Lil Cal? We haven't seen him in a while.
Hey,
Forgot about him.
he's been hanging out in Dee's room. Remember?
Hey. Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, he looks for time.
Because yeah, he's
Little Rizla.
in the course of the morning, he has played it up a little bit that he's so sick. He has to stay here in Dee's bed, just making sure he's okay, keeping him away from that terrible Cal.
I hate to point it out, we're both the same fucking terrible cow, you little idiot.
Yeah, he kind of gives you a look. He's like, yeah, but who's in the pretty girl's bed, dipshit?
I'd like to point out I put him in the pretty girl's bed, just for the record. It was the whole play to make things even because I gave him a concussion.
So, okay, so
But no,
Is Mage Hand in a banana working?
you hold out a banana.
I'm trying to cast mage hand, but it's not working.
You can cast it. I will
No,
say.
no. I can't anymore. So I've tried to cast it, but you'll notice there's just black sparks, and it's just not happening.
Okay.
lovely, your magic's broken. This is going phenomenally.
How far is
we all have those
the
days,
water off the top of the crow's nest?
You've got enough room to stand up there.
All right, I'm going to stand right at the top of the crow's nest and hold the banana so the banana's just in the water.
You can feel the pressure and
Wiggle.
speed pulling it, and you watch as this giant megalodon comes up and just opens its mouth, about to just roll me a dex save.
Is,
You.
is someone going to do something to get him not to be eaten by a giant shark? Or are we just
No,
going
he's
to
got
watch
it.
this man die?
I'll guidance him.
He's quite good with animals. So.
Would you
Add-
like
add
to
a D4
add a
whatever that
d4
is.
to that? Add a d4 to that.
Does he get an advantage for his fishing experience?
What?
This seems like fishing to me.
Jeez.
Yes, add a d4. Okay, nice.
You manage to snatch your hand away as the banana disappears into the gaping maw of the megalodon.
How's that?
Pretty good, huh?
It's squishy.
This whole time I had a mage hand too.
I said I would do it. It didn't work.
So,
But my guidance worked.
it was squishy.
It's quite weird that your
Squishy
your
good.
mage abilities aren't working, but your cleric abilities are, Kevin.
It's like I know some of the spells I used to have, but not anymore.
It's just somebody he used to
That's
know.
awkward.
So,
Don't know some of the old spells I used to have. Everything's all different now.
Huh.
so
That one's,
you're
awfully
going to
awkward.
stay there in Ula's grasp. That's not fair.
I'm sorry, bud, but Budge has things to do. He can't be eaten today. Can we pencil it in for another time, maybe?
He'll be out in 3 days from now.
Guys, do you think this thing's gonna last like 3 days?
Budry, I'm going to tell you right now, we're not penciling
we're
in
busy
any
then.
sort of being eaten ever.
We might. Like, you know, let's give it a chance.
How about a week after the sun explodes?
Okay, how about a week after the sun explodes?
Yeah, alright.
Alright, sounds good.
Alright.
What was your name? I'll put it down in Budge's diary.
My name's, Chuck.
Alright, lovely to meet you, Chuck. Budge's name is Budge. Alright, 1 week after sun explodes, Chuck to eat Budge.
Alright.
Lovely.
Alright.
And I can just find you around this area normally?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Alright. I'll eat you later, Budgefish.
Alright, thank you, Chuck. It was lovely making your acquaintance.
Thanks for the banana, na. And he turns and swims
Welcome.
off.
That shark had lovely manners.
Good lad.
Most people are very polite.
As
No, right?
As Chuck
Someone gets
swims
it.
away, Jerry Jr. comes out from behind Doc's coat and just lets out like this huffing kind of growl noise.
Oh, you settle down, buddy. You're still alright. Chuck was a good dude.
Just
It'll be okay.
sniffs and kind of teeters
It's
back
all right.
off downstairs.
All
You
right,
do your
bye.
thing, Jerry Jr.
So, with that,
Well, I better get off of here because this looks dangerous a little bit, so I'll get back into the crow's nest proper.
No, that sounds good, buddy. You did great. Thanks for your help.
No worries. I love fishing.
You what now?
I love fishing. When you feed the fish.
so
And then what?
Then they're eating food, and they should be all good then. That's
We
what
have
fishing is, isn't it?
We have two
I
drastically
think-
different meanings of fishing.
Yeah,
I mean,
I think
I
we
feel
have
like-
established that Budge has a thing
Let's
against fishing.
You put really? Because all
Every
you do is you go and you put food on the end of your fishing rod, and you feed the fish.
Does your fishing rod have a hook on the end of it?
What would it have a hook for?
Okay, so like whenever Budge has met fishermen, right, they're like hurting the fish and catching them and killing them, and it's kind of a microaggression.
That's not very nice at all.
It's not. Budge is. That's freaking.
That's actually very sneaky.
It's really bad, isn't it? And so now whenever Budge hears fishing, obviously because Budge is a fish, he gets very upset by it.
Oh, I didn't mean to upset you, Mr. Budge.
No, that's right. If you're just feeding
I
the
thought-
fish, that's lovely.
Yeah, I mean, I've gone down plenty of times. People put food on the end of their rods, but I just thought the fish were really happy to eat it, or coming in to say hi.
Yeah, sometimes the fish, you know, they see the food and they're like, dinner time, and then all of a sudden, humans, dinner time. It's bad. It's an epidemic.
Oh, that's a real eye opener.
Yeah, but hey, you're doing good work. Budge appreciates you. Budge sees you.
Thanks, Mr. Budge.
So thank you.
Out of curiosity, Budge, what about the animals that need to eat fish to survive?
What are you
What
talking
about like the whole circle of life? You know how a seal may, eat fish to
Yeah.
survive. Well, not specifically Kevin, but you know.
But I've just never seen anyone eat a fish.
So
What? What?
you don't believe that water-bearing tribes may, fish for food as they're not around land where there may be berries or things like that?
No, surely they just grow things, right? Or rocks. People eat rocks.
No,
People like
Budgery
rocks, yeah.
Budgery eats rocks.
You saying Budgery's not a person?
No, I'm saying Budgery. Not everyone can eat rocks.
Oh, maybe some people just haven't given it a try yet.
I can tell you right now, Budgery, I cannot eat rocks.
Oh, maybe.
I will say that if we eat rocks, we will probably break our teeth or die or something like that. It's not healthy.
Ben perish.
You're gonna have to eat rocks, but it doesn't. Just because you guys can't eat rocks doesn't necessarily mean people can eat fish. There's other things.
Well, we eat land
Bananas.
animals.
Bananas.
Yeah, but what about land? That's a very good point Doc brings up. You realise that people hunt for food all the time.
Yes, and it's a tragedy.
Can't you just let him have this? Like, why have we got to ruin it?
I'm just curious if he realises that some fish eat other fish.
Look,
Is
you know
the
what
fish
checkers
ever-
is?
Look, Kevin, you can't really...
Cal, what you're doing right now sounds like a microaggression.
Bit of a microaggression, honestly.
I'm going to be real with you,
Bunch
Budgery.
doesn't appreciate it.
You can't really just throw that the word around as you see fit.
Well, maybe you
He
should start
absolutely
doing them.
can. That
Well,
sounds like another
I'm going to
microaggression.
be real with you. Throwing the word microaggression around constantly it's kind of a microaggression in
Nah,
itself.
Now you're just being silly.
Well, no, you're being real microaggressive right now, little man, and I don't
That's
appreciate it.
not even a thing.
So-
And you're the little one.
Is a microaggression a tiny man with who's very angry?
Yeah.
I haven't seen too many of them.
Cal's a tiny man who's
It's-
very angry.
Are you referring to Hito?
At
He's not
times,
very angry.
at times he's nice.
I'm
I'm
Name
calling
one
them to
time
this
that he
bit.
was nice.
I'm calling this bit.
That's tapped.
That's
that
tapped.
one?
So,
Good work. We successfully found the end. Mission well done.
as
Now, Doc.
Short temper! Short
Tell
temper!
me about
that's
your
what I
dad.
mean. Oh, okay.
So,
I'm
are we
with you
getting
now.
off this fucking boat anytime soon? Because I can tell you right now, I'm well and truly fucking over it.
so
You can get off the boat
Alright.
anytime you want, champion.
How much trouble do I get in if I teleport Kevin off the boat? I know he can't drown, so technically he's not really in too much danger, right?
I don't know. You can always attempt it.
Don't fucking push my buttons, little dead seal man. I'll fucking do it.
I'm gonna throw a cabbage at him.
You throw a cabbage at me, I will
My
teleport
back
you off this
pocket.
boat.
I've thrown the cabbage. Roll your decks. See if you get hit with the cabbage.
Roll for cabbage.
Roll for cabbage. You son of a bitch.
Cabbage.
Oh, the DC was 18.
The DC for you throwing a cabbage was 18.
It was.
Yeah, that fits.
I doubt that highly.
Get hit with the cabbage.
Show me the character sheet.
Wait. Wait.
If you
don't just-
if you don't just write DC 18, I swear to God. The fact that you sent it in Discord, so I have to open another one.
Facts. You hit with the cabbage. What now, little man?
Or is it even 18?
What now?
Okay,
Well, actually, I was getting inspiration, so.
so
Oh,
Jesus.
you weren't though. I know you were.
It sounds like not
Good
even
enough.
micro.
You're hit with a cabbage. What do you do?
I'm not hit with a cabbage.
You're hit with a cabbage.
so
Mike said I don't get it.
Overall.
as you throw, speaking of Hito, as you throw the cabbage and Cal, you dodge it, there is an almighty shuddering below deck as there
Does
is the
not dodge the
sound
cabbage.
of an explosion from below
With the sound
deck.
of silence.
There is a smell of gunpowder and smoke, and there is an god-awful bang from below deck.
Jerry Jr., no! Budge will race down.
As you race down, Budge.
Oh, the rats!
As you race down, Budge, your feet taking 2 steps at a time, you can see that the inner front section of the hull is completely charred black, and what appears to be something like one of Cal's portals open. Beyond it, you see a bright, gleaming white light, the sign of a metal man, similar to yourself, in shining gold and silver armor, as well as these large, huge, white bandage-wrapped creatures. And in front of them, very, very tiny, a little speck, appears to be a very small, running man.
Little man. What are you
Is that
doing?
a microaggression?
As
Oh my god.
Here he is.
this has messed
Little man.
this has messed everybody up all on the stream. Where is everybody? Wait, we'll see what happens when Craig turns on his camera, because hopefully that'll actually put everybody back where they're supposed to be. Hopefully, we'll see. Little man.
That's what happens when you get people joining halfway through games.
No,
you know?
it's absolutely fine. I do this all the time.
It'll sort itself out.
It's-
No, it's Streamlabs'
Give him
fault.
a second.
It's not our fault.
Actually, I also blame Streamlabs. Fucking update your software.
So that, yeah.
It can't like handle when people
every
join.
single time I open the stream, I've got an ad. If this is you at home, you could sub.
So we're off the boat, right? And
No,
we see
no,
a magical
you
place
are not off
that's
the
not
boat.
the boat.
At the
Oh,
moment.
God damn it.
You're about to be off the boat.
At
You've
the
just been hit by a
moment-
cabbage. What do?
At the
You
moment.
saw the DC I sent you.
At the moment, Budge, you can see Hito racing towards you across this white landscape through what appears to be one of Cal's doorways, portals, racing towards
This
you at as
feels
fast
like
as his legs will
Jimmy
carry
Kimmel.
him.
You know, what are you done?
Close the portal, Budge.
What have you done?
You're not even here.
What kind of domain does Budge have over this?
I have
I've run
domain
downstairs at this
extension.
point, by the way.
I'm
No, man.
Can I be downstairs?
Fudge.
ha-
We're all
have we got
downstairs. We're all in this
have we got
together.
Evil One with us? First of all, can you hear us from the
He
void?
hasn't said any words.
No.
Yet.
He's broken.
What was that? He says shut the door. Okay, I guess.
I'm gonna shut your door permanently.
What was that? He gets hit with a cabbage.
He gets hit with cabbage.
No,
This is
cabbage is
dirty.
here.
No, the cabbage said, "Do
Oh,
you have
we
a
can hear
do you
him.
have a camera now?" This is the question of will it fix everybody? We'll see.
What can I do to help Vito here? Give me a second.
You are
Hell,
here.
oh,
We went downstairs with Bud.
Yay!
Why are we not
It
here?
fixed everything within reason.
There he is.
I'll just move across a bit.
You know, why? Why's there a circle?
Yeah.
Why's there
Close it, close it, close it. Run, close it, close it, close it, close it.
What have you done?
Hito leaps
Why
to
does everyone keep
Hito.
telling Bud to close it?
Hito leaps towards you as you see a giant, one of the metal men that looks like you, Budge, but huge, shoot just a flaming gout of fire out of his hand towards Hito. Hito is running a baseball player running for home right now, and Budge is the home plate.
I protect Peter. In any way that you deem fit.
Realm of Rust, thank you for the raid. It's great to have you here. Thank you, Sock Fiddler.
Big up. Big up. Wait, what?
What?
I don't think you can do that anymore.
Fiddler.
2024.
I love your little mushrooms. Thank you for joining us. So yes, what would you like to do?
They're aggressive.
Hito is
I
racing
would like
towards
to
you.
protect Peter.
Okay, so you protect Hito. How are you protecting Hito?
Okay, so if he's racing towards me, I would like to meet him halfway and pull out the shield that's on my back
Okay,
and hold it in
Budge,
front of him.
as you step into this white abyss. There is no landmarks at all. It is pure white. It is like stepping between the pages of a story. You can see that these white towering creatures are covered in white bandages as they are reaching out, trying to grab the threads that are connected to Hito and pull him, drag him back as these giant metal creatures. You see now, you've got a better view of them. Some of them are giant humanoid robots like yourself. Some of them look like giant metal centaurs, their eyes gleaming a fiery bright orange and yellow as they are shooting gouts of fire and holy light and magic at at Hito, trying to grab him.
These have something to do with fucking stain witches.
And
Hito's gone to Malevolent Creek.
and you have stepped into this place and placed yourself between them, Budge. As you do so, and you bring your shield up, you notice in this space, in this void, all of these giant amorphous cosmic tentacles burst out of you that create basically this huge wall in front. You can feel this presence, that this shell that is Budge, you can feel yourself in this shell, but you can also have this feeling that you're looking down on the shell of Budge, that you are huge. You can see these giant cosmic tentacles as Hito. Do you turn to look behind you as Budge steps between you and whatever these creatures are?
Yeah, as soon as I sort of reach the mouth of the portal, I look back and see this, and I'm like,
You see this.
No.
You see this gigantic
for help.
creature, easily 18, 19 feet tall, of just cosmic energy. You see that these tentacles are coming from his arms, his sides, down from his chin, as he has these large glowing eyes. But you see that it is all stemming from Budge standing there like a pillar of protection.
Hey, brother, Mr. Hito!
You're a bad motherfucker.
Hey,
Budge.
going on you with a pick and roll. Younger flame in sicko mode.
What are you going to do, Hito? Are you going to close the door, or what are you going to do?
Hito's not gonna close the door. I'm telling you right now that neither Kevin or I are gonna let him close the fucking door on Budge.
Okay, so you've raced
yeah, Budge is
downstairs.
still in there, so
I was told we're not there because I said we're not there.
You guys
Oh,
are having a
downstairs.
cabbage fight, I believe.
yeah.
Did you race downstairs?
Downstairs.
Say they came with me.
Okay, so they raced downstairs with you. Thank you,
I
Sockpipper.
feel like we'd both have stopped arguing and be standing at the door watching
Yeah,
this all
Cal,
up. Like we're standing at the
you
edge of the
can
portal,
you can
cabbage
see
in hand.
this portal that is very similar to your own, and you can see the entity that is Budge standing in there blocking whatever these creatures are. They seem to have stopped upon seeing Budge, and they seem almost confused.
Kevin,
Thank you, Shalakard.
Hey, what's good? What's good, little budges?
Kevin, that looks an awful lot like not on the ship. I'm gonna go and help deal with that. And I step through the portal.
I don't think we should fight those things. I think we should just help them get the hell out of there.
Oh,
I'd
okay.
like a sheet to figure out
hope-
what we can do.
I
Um,
hand you my carved
What?
my carved dagger.
I'm
Oh.
just gonna. Can I not just cast Sanctuary on Budge so that he cannot be attacked? Is that a strat?
Well,
Run, Budge!
you seem
I'm gonna
to-
cast Sanctuary on him.
roll me an insight, Kevin.
You got it, Kev. I don't know if I'm in control of Budge right now. I'm a level
It's
with
all
you.
good. It's all good.
You
You're
are in
sanctuary.
control of Budge. You
Just
are in
walk back.
control of Budge.
He's,
You are
he's
yourself.
Sanctuary.
Okay,
He can't be attacked.
roll me an insight. Yes. Okay, you get the
Oh,
impression, Kevin,
easy.
by looking at these metallic robot creatures, that they seem very reluctant to attack Budge. If anything, they seem to stop momentarily, approach the entity that is stemming from Budge's body
The artist formerly known
very,
as Budge.
very carefully, and they give the one in the front, who is the most humanoid, possibly the smallest, who is all platinum, with these glowing fiery eyes. He steps forwards and gives Budge a respectful bow.
Dude,
Budge has forgot of robots.
Budge.
Robots, maps, and something else. The
Time to
siege.
leave. Time to 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 leave.
My
What were
apologies.
you fucking around with in here?
My apologies, Elder. We are only wanting the thief.
What did you steal?
Nothing.
About road?
Hito,
That's a fucking lie, and we all know it.
just for you, Hito, so you know what we're dealing with. These are invincibles. So, particularly the
Dude, I love that TV show.
So, you know, for example,
cool that you can
the
say it in the second
the
season.
centaur-like ones are 𝔚𝔬𝔬𝔡𝔰. These are celestial judges from 𝔚𝔬𝔬𝔫𝔞𝔥.
Dude, and the Bionicles are here. This is sick.
Hito, can you please give the nice men back their stuff so we can leave? Come on, the jig's up on this one.
I mean, it's sort of hard to not think that you maybe stole something when they A, said you stole something, and B, you were running away from them red-handed.
At the sound of your voice, Cal, the head of one of the creatures just snaps to you and seems to start to glow.
I haven't stolen shit. Back off.
He's
boy.
completely
Strange.
in gold armor. He leans forward to talk to the shorter one. And Budge, you can hear it from there.
Do I have vicious mockery?
It's I'm sorry, sir. It's the other divergent we have been searching for.
Cal, I think they're insulting you.
Well, that doesn't sound
I'm
fucking very polite.
I'm sorry, Elder.
What they say to me?
The small one has taken something of
Yes.
great importance to the tapestries, and we have discovered that you are in the presence of a divergent who is currently staining the timeline.
You can't just no.
Look,
can't
we're
just-
working on the whole timeline thing. Cal's decent. He's a good bloke. He's my friend. He's cool. Just give Budge a second. Needs to talk to the short one, and he'll come back to you. All right? Just
Of course,
FYI, the
Elder.
short one's you, Hito.
Hito, what?
Thank you, Sockbit.
Yeah.
What?
Wait,
That is the question.
we need to go. We need to go now. And if you don't, they're gonna get the no-name thing that keeps being around.
But you need to give him back the thing that you stole.
It's a bit difficult. That's not how I work. You know, I'm kind of a taker, not really a
You
giver.
ate it.
You just do the opposite of what you normally do.
You literally ate it already. Is that what you're saying?
It, him, they, them.
Hold on, you ate a
So
person.
just what? Oh, Hito, no.
Another person.
Do they look like people? Not really. They're machines.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
so now-
Alright. Now that is a
Hito,
microaggression.
Budge, I'm understanding what you were saying earlier. I was completely on the wrong side of history there too. I understand now. can't just eat
Budge has
people.
half a mind to leave you here.
I'm gonna look at Cal and be like, you've changed, man.
Well, no, I kind of understand now. You can't just run around eating people. I'm not obviously going to stop
And then
eating
saying
meat.
that they're not people.
Oh, wait. We can discuss this later. Literally, we are in danger.
I feel like we're constantly in danger.
Maybe
Also-
Budge, not so much. But you,
Exactly
strange individual.
1/5 of us are in danger.
Yeah, I was going to say, Budgery seems to be pretty in control of this situation. God of maps, god of, other robots, who apparently aren't people. Hito.
Well, those aren't people are going to dismember you, who isn't a person.
They got to catch me first, Hito, but
Budge tells him not to. It's the god of
Oh,
I
okay.
agree with Kevin.
Very, very well. All right. Now, considering all the bag of tricks that I have, and I'm having trouble getting away with them, good luck. You're on your own. Sucker!
You're not going anywhere. You're going to give him back what you stole.
You need to shit out whoever you ate and give them back to the nice robot people.
And my portal opens up underneath me and I fall into it.
Oh my god.
Because,
Go.
Hito, as you open the portal and drop out of the ship, something unexpected happens. You hit the water stream and just
Crying.
whoosh.
But in saying that, I can set my portal, so I'm setting it to back inside where I can see anyway.
Okay, so where are you actually setting it to?
Is he
Crate
setting it
and the ship.
to where the port? Like then I imagine he appears behind the open portal, and then just like he's there.
Okay, is that what you would you like
He's
to do?
behind them now.
So yeah, I'm back on the ship,
Yep.
and then wherever there was any crates or anything I could see, sort of over there,
Sure thing.
hide behind.
Sure thing, absolutely.
Guys, Budge is sorry about him. We don't really know his deal. He's kind of just he keeps doing things. Budge is sorry. Look,
He ate someone, Bud. You can't really just apologise that away.
Oh, do you want me to not apologize?
Actually, Budge, I don't think we need to apologize on Hito's behalf because he is straight up evil.
Oh, he's not going to do it. It's called manners, gentlemen.
I feel
Try
like
it.
we should maybe, let him deal with the consequences of his actions. He ate someone.
Yes, Budge is aware of that, but two wrongs don't make a right, Cal.
So what you're saying is, I don't think the wrong is the fact they're punishing him for eating someone.
Cal, who's forgot a robots here? What you got, damn
Okay, if you want to let him just eat whoever he wants, then you know what? I'm suddenly back on Hito's side.
I'm gonna deal with Hito later. Right now, I'm gonna deal with the robot boys in front of us. All right?
Oh yeah, you deal with the people whose friend Hito ate.
Cal,
I'm
honestly,
sure
bud,
sorry.
insubordinate and
Cal,
churlish. Alright?
These guys want to eat you, so I'm trying to stop that. Okay?
Oh, okay. So they can't eat me, but Hito can eat their friend.
Okay. You don't want to listen, buddy, do ya?
Hang on, they want
wanna
to
be
eat
eaten
you?
by them.
They want to eat you,
I'm just trying to make
or
sure
Cal?
nobody's
Oh my
eating
God.
anyone.
Well, it
Scott,
seems a little late for part of that, doesn't it?
You're the worst person Budge has ever met.
You adore me. In all honesty, I'm not really here to make this situation any better in any way, shape, or form.
No, it might
When
be
are
easier
you?
if
Can
just
you point
leave.
at a time when you were somewhere to make a situation better?
I
these
open a portal full of salt water into your face.
I throw a cabbage at you.
Good luck.
the judges
Kevin's still got all
the
the
judges
To see what I'm a seal
I
dickhead.
cannot
Budge.
throw this any longer.
Budge.
And he goes and slams his staff into the deck.
Okay. Doosh.
Translucent bear just appears.
I can't bear this any longer.
And a translucent bear appears.
That's unreal.
A
You
translucent.
pissed off you. Good on you.
So now let me get this straight.
Well,
We
Now we'll
we have a
10 temporary hem points.
we have a translucent bear wandering around. We have cabbage throwing. We have open portals of seawater blasting into Kevin's face. Hito pulling faces behind the portal. And Budge standing there 1 foot in, 1 foot out of this celestial in-between portal. So half of him is like eldritch effigy. The other part is just metal Budge. And that behind him in this place, you can see that the large white creatures that are wrapped in bandages are drifting off, following whatever other threads. They're not drifting too far away. They're kind of just waiting. But you notice that these metallic robots are just waiting, completely impassive, waiting for you, Budge.
Guys, Budge is trying, but the little ones keep making this difficult. I'm sure you know where Budge is coming from right now.
Are these threads the same one that I saw in that other dimension?
Yes.
I think honestly you should command them to know where you're coming from, Budge.
You are the boss. Just
You're
tell
the
them.
boss here. Just make him
Am
understand.
I the boss, Cal? Am I the boss? I thought you were.
Well, no, you were just ready to pardon, a bit of...
No, I wasn't, you deaf fuck.
Oh, you were like, oh, sorry, my friend ate your friend. Oh, dearie me.
Apology isn't a pardon.
Sock Fiddler, your thoughts are always welcome. Because they
Why are
turn
you
to
apologising for something you didn't do?
Because it's polite.
Why didn't you apologise for when my people got wiped out and enslaved?
I probably did.
You did it to me.
When did that happen? Are you trying to play off of my genocide?
What do you mean,
Are
genocide?
you trying to steal my bit? That's my drama, you son of a bitch.
It's gimmick infringement,
You know what?
and Your Honor, I don't know what content is, but I do like to be held.
Contempt of court.
How far away are we from the portal?
Budge is standing 1 foot in, 1 foot out currently. Excuse me, Elder. If you would just hand over the divergent and the thief, we will take them for questioning and trial
I think we hand them over.
before
with
the
all due
courts of
respect,
Meadow.N.A.S.
I can't exactly give you Cal. Got to protect him for now. Just trust me on that one. Hito, I don't even know where he went. But
Roll
if you
me
catch
deception.
him, like, I don't know where Hito went.
We can
Doc
see
steps
you.
up at this point to
He's
aid.
behind
and-
me.
Oh, true. Yes. Sorry, you don't have
I
to roll
can't-
perception then.
I
You don't
have
know.
eyes in the back of my head.
Sweet. No
You're
problems.
Yeah.
Aren't you talking to? You're talking to us. He takes
As
behind us.
After he,
Yeah.
okay,
I teleported.
in this entire campaign, how often has it been a thing that Budge has shit all perception? After he teleported, Hito could be, like,
He does,
Anyway.
you don't know where he
He's
is.
got
yeah.
no object
That's
permanence.
true.
It's gone. I think he doesn't even remember Hito.
So who do you want?
there's a very good chance I lose all memory of Hito every time he teleports away.
Well, that's how you thought he was dead.
Yeah,
Me too.
yeah, exactly.
That's a good point. I'm sorry. I take it back. I take it back completely. I wasn't respecting the art.
Also, Hito Shalakart has given you inspiration.
Oh, thank you.
Okay,
At this
so yes.
point, Doc also takes a step forward and takes out his symbol of the Watcher and says, the Watcher gives permission for the Divergent to be present at the moment.
See, he knows.
Do you have a celestial transcript to allow that you are his
Do you have
guardian
a
while
permit?
he is out?
Where's your divergening license?
I don't, but I act on
Oh,
what you
48
have.
QB. Oh, one of those.
All right.
I see.
It will take another week or so for the forms to be processed.
Budge seconds for motion if that helps.
What are you going to give as surety to make sure that you present the Divergent and the thief to our court?
You can have Doc. Final offer.
No. You can't have Doc. Kevin.
You guys can't have Doc, you can't have Cal, you can't have Kevin, you can't have you. I will have to talk to Hito and sort out this whole mess, and then we can have a trial, okay?
Look, I'm gonna tell you. Hito did.
You need to shut your mouth. You keep getting us in trouble.
He wears the cloak of a kitsune. I'm sort of on board with just giving them Hito.
Hito's gone. He left. He dipped.
Budgery.
We're gonna have to deal with this at another time.
You're gonna have to let. I think you're not in this conversation. Grown-ups are talking. You need to fucking go sit down at the
I'm
kids'
older
table.
than you.
Yeah. Don't make
Acolyte,
you grown up though.
Acolyte of the Watcher and Elder, will you take it as
Yes.
surety that you will present the Divergent for trial in Meadow.N.A.S 1 week from today?
Oh, I am assuring you that
I'm almost ready
the
to just go with
Watcher-
them, if I'm honest with you.
Cal, you need to stop trying to
I'm-
defend yourself.
I'm one more person telling me to shut up away from just going with them.
I did not say
Cal,
to
shut
shut up.
I'll throw a cabbage, Cal.
I take a step into the portal.
Budge,
Sorry. As Cal takes a step, he gets hit in the back of the head with a cabbage.
Budge, you feel a hand on your shoulder as a gentle tug. It isn't enough to move you, but you do feel a gentle tug as you is standing next to you, just gently pulling you back from the portal.
Step away from the portal, Mr. Budge.
but okay, but Budge was talking to the friendly robot boys.
Talk to them later.
Okay.
Go.
Okay. We'll be back. We got to sort some stuff. We'll talk to you fellas later. Okay.
If you are permit later, tell them about the permit.
Once again, sorry for Hito causing a disruption. We'll figure out what the go is there.
You see that they go to take a step towards the opening of the portal.
You guys stay here. We'll deal with this, okay?
He's
No, just-
roll me a persuasion, Budge.
Yeah, that's
They
about
do
right.
not look convinced as they are starting to step towards and move faster towards the opening of the portal towards you, as they are very untrusting of what's happening right now.
I put my hand up and I say, as a representative of the Watcher, I ask you respectfully to take a step back.
Roll me either a persuasion or an intimidation.
Do not approach.
Guidance him. Guidance
You
him.
made guidance him.
Persuasion,
Can I use
I
guidance? Can I
suppose.
keep using it? Is there a limit?
It's a cantrip.
It's a cantrip. You can use it as
Cantrip.
much as like. 14.
Hey,
roll a
and,
d4.
you have inspiration.
I've got my inspiration, yeah.
All
So
right.
I'll take a natty 20.
Yeah, I'll take the nat 20. They do seem to pause at your request to adhere to the Watcher's authority, as they seem to look at you.
As I said before, the Divergent that you're referring to has a free pass right now. He will be put back where he belongs. That is my job.
The shorter, platinum shaded one looks at you, Doc, gives you a bow, goes to incline his head once more to Budge. Then we leave him in your capable hands, Acolyte of the Watcher. May time flow smoothly over you.
And
Thanks,
you-
guys.
Can I slam this portal door shut?
I was like, quick.
Yeah, you could, if
Close it.
you would like to, Cal. I will get you to do me a wisdom save with advantage, because you are adept with portals. I will allow that. That's good. You managed to grab the threads of the portal and close it on them, basically slamming the door in their faces.
Blow my
As-
kids as I slam the door shut.
As it's slamming shut and it becomes this itty bitty tiny hole, I lean around from the crate to see one of the robots and just give him the bird.
I'll allow
I
it.
will open this portal again. Do not fucking tempt me.
Oh, it's fine
Do
for
I-
you to do that.
What kind of bird did you give him?
Don't call me out on
As
my
you're
fucking-
standing there and the silence falls, you just hear this kind of shuffling around as you just see this translucent bear shambling around all of the crates, snuffling around, and you just hear "Woof." It's like snuffling in all the boxes, just wandering past you.
Then I'll come out from behind the crates and join the group, but as I come out, you know.
A mage hand just slaps Hito lightly across the face.
So does a metal hand.
Followed by a
That would
foot,
help.
and then a cabbage.
Everyone just one by one slaps Hito.
Wow, I'm really competent today.
As we go through the line, I'll line up again.
I mean, seriously, I was basically following like this grim sort of mantra. I only ate the Electrum one.
You can't eat people, Hito.
What's Electrum?
It's poor.
It's
Don't
like
know!
gold.
Kevin, do not start with me!
We do not assign worth to people. We do not do that.
Well, it was Electrum, so he assigned his own worth by being Electrum.
No.
Oh my god.
Which is no worth, is what you're saying.
Don't encourage him.
Hito's trying to argue that.
Look, I was getting information.
What? Getting information on what's taste? You could have just nibbled on one of Budge's fingers if you wanted to know so badly.
Sucking his toes.
I have noticed a distinct pattern that every time Hito turns up, he has consumed some kind of magical creature. Or
You had a
multiple.
restraint, buddy?
It's not like I go around eating fish.
And that's a good thing. But you can't eat robots either.
Robots
Yeah.
have fish.
What if you were to discover a ancient magical fish, Hito?
Choose your next words very carefully, little man.
I respect Budge and don't eat fish.
But you don't respect Budge not enough to eat robots.
Well, you identify as a fish.
Identify as both now. It's called character growth. Should try it sometime.
I identify as hungry.
Yeah, what's the deal with the bear? I'm
Honestly,
honestly,
mad.
I don't
What
have,
is the deal for Bear?
I really don't have the capacity to deal with whatever this fucking angry little shit stain's done to fuck up the world around us.
Oh, I don't think you're in a position to be casting those stones.
Oh, I do
You're
because
basically sitting there going, man, this glass house I'm in makes it real easy to throw stones at other motherfuckers.
Yeah, and I agree with Kevin, if I remember who the hell
You do
are.
remember me.
You,
I remember who you are, Kevin. I don't remember who he is.
I don't remember asking. I'm not talking to you, little man. Turn around.
Don't turn around. Ignore him. You don't even know him. Who are you? Why? Don't even listen to him.
I'm not going to listen to him. I don't even know him.
Hey, does he know who the little one is?
He doesn't
That's
know.
good.
who
yeah,
any
no,
of them
Cal.
are,
No,
Kevin.
Cal.
He hasn't
Cal.
met the kid before.
No, he doesn't know who little Cal is either. No.
Okay, he doesn't know who little Cal is. Okay.
Yep.
Interesting.
From the time he met
Alright,
little Cal.
What's the deal with the bear? What is actually the deal with the bear? You? That was.
It's like a familiar, or it's like a friend, or like all of the above.
That was to help you guys in case they grabbed you.
Oh no, like not the reason for the bear, which I understand and appreciate. I mean, like, how does the magic of the bear work? Is it like a familiar, or do you conjure the bear and it's just part of your
Well,
magic?
It
or,
comes
like,
over to you,
does.
Kevin, and starts sniffing in your
Hey.
pockets.
Oh,
He's
no, I've dismissed
conjured.
it.
He's
I've
been
dismissed it.
dismissed, unfortunately.
Does he have a name?
Can you see the bear?
I don't
Can I
have.
pet him?
I don't have.
Someone
Oh.
say magic bear. I'll start
Oh,
sucking a
you-
napkin in.
Fucking don't you fucking dare!
You're
Oh,
you're one snippy comment away from a cannon, my friend.
He lives in a blue house though.
He's the bear in
Is
the
it
big blue house.
How big is it? Does he sing
It's a
with the
very big
moon?
house.
It's a
Please-
big
please-
blue.
Please tell me the bear had a name. We could make history here tonight, folks.
What was the bear? What's the bear's name?
CJ.
The big blue house.
What was it?
BJ.
CJ.
And that's
Okay.
number 100.
BJ.
That's number 100 on the friends list. I retire from D&D forever. Thanks for having me.
As
Bear
you
actually have a name?
No, the bear's name was Bear, and
So-
Bear in the big blue house.
as you guys are arguing about this with Hito, you start to hear a suctioning noise, like water draining out of
Oh,
a
we're coming
plug.
out the end. It's the fucking drain. Thank fuck.
As you find
Oh,
yourselves,
we're going up!
as you find yourselves sailing gently into a port, you hear from above Dee's voice. Land ho, everybody!
I am so fucking out of here. Get me to the shore. As soon as it is within blinking distance, I am on the shore. I am not waiting for this boat to stop. I am not waiting for it to get fucking anchored and fucking moored. I do not care. Get me to the shore.
You gently sail in.
That passenger has cabin fever.
That's
Shut
the
up,
most
Peter.
crankiest automaludrum I've ever seen.
You sail gently
Okay.
into the docks.
You quick, come with me. We've got to do something.
I swear to
What?
fucking God, Hito.
Quick, come with me. Quick.
Who are you talking to?
To the bow of the ship. You, come on.
Go.
As
Can we see this? Can I see him whispering to you?
As you pull in and you make your way up to the deck of the ship,
No,
as
no.
Hito is encouraging you to race upstairs, you can see the bright green of lush, vibrant jungle. You see what appears to be cloud and smoke around it. You can see magical pillars everywhere adorning this place so that apparently some kind of barrier can be erected. But the thing that you find most interesting about it is the pair of shining, beady eyes appearing at you just over the edge of the water.
It's the turtle we got to say hello to. Poil.
And we all just stand there and stare at the turtle.
I'm waving. I'm not just staring.
I'm telling you, we're only staring at it till it fucking lands within range.
It
I'm thinking Granny to the left.
It-
I don't know about
it
you
I'm
guys.
gonna,
It
I'm
looks
gonna
at
hold
you.
onto Cal's like shirt so that I teleport with him.
Cabbage in hand.
Cabbage in hand. I got a sack of cabbages, I want you to know.
So,
Yeah, I'm just gonna run up to the bow and just put my arms out. Hey, you, behind me! Just get behind me and hold me!
Go.
as
I get my mage hand and push Hito.
I have to lift you up.
Yes, 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 yes!
oh my god, do not.
Seriously.
As the head comes up out of the water, turning towards you to look at you at the bow of the ship, you can see that it has a. You can see that it has a lighthouse right on the tip of its head, on the flat of its head, with the trees and foliage around it.
It's a unicorn!
It's not what a unicorn is.
Unicorn dipshit? Turtle.
Fuck me. For someone who eats
It's a
fucking magical
uniturtle.
creatures for a fucking living, you don't really know what they are, do you?
Look out, they're not creatures in his mind.
Yes, I'm
That's
sorry for that.
fair.
That's not a unicorn. Big turtle.
But it's got a pointy hat.
That's wonderful. Just because it has a
So,
funny hat.
so do
doesn't mean
wizards.
It
Does Hito have a hat?
Visit some unicorns!
oh my god.
I can't do this anymore. Is the shore within range yet?
Yes, yes. You are
It's
over.
gone.
You
What
are
are
over.
you eating,
You
Buckley?
are over here. This is your ship now at port. The,
Sweet.
the head has
When
come
Cal
around.
teleports, I am holding onto his shirt so I go with him.
I'm literally like, thank you for the trip. It was fucking wonderful. I hope to never have to be on a boat again for that long a time.
I will
Lovely.
blow a kiss. Exactly one. It's up to them to decide who gets it.
Taking shit.
They can share. No, they can't.
Well, I would like to say that this was a pleasure, but at times it has been very, very confusing.
Lovely. It's what we aim to do. And Kevin and I are gone.
Not comes up.
Kiss in the
Not
air.
comes out to you, Budge.
You're welcome back on my ship anytime you want. You know, you're like the
Thank
best. You're like the best friend I've ever had.
Oh, that's sweet. Can you get better games next time?
Yeah, I'll see what I can
Give me a
find.
peak station.
Maybe you'd like to come to my. Maybe you'd like to come to my puzzle house one time. I have a puzzle house set up in the Silver Atoll.
Are you free 2 weeks after the sun explodes?
You've taught Budge a bit.
Yes! Yes!
I don't know about that, but I mean, maybe if you're like
well, look,
in the neighborhood, maybe you want to come for a sleepover at like my manor or something.
Budge will keep you posted. Alright.
2 weeks
Thanks,
after the
bud.
sun explodes. Budge has 2 dates.
Not looks really excited by the. Not looks really excited that you're like, we'll see. Like, he seems really excited that you're going to come for a sleepover at his estate.
I imagine Budge is sincere, but he just can't keep track of his diary. He doesn't even know how long it is until 1 week after the sun explodes.
Your little uckers are reversing their little red convertible down the gangplank to wreak havoc on this place. The strange thing is, Budge, from the bow of the ship as you are also descending the gangplank, you see that this place also has uckers, but they're slightly different shaped.
More uckers, more uckers.
The
more
army grows.
Dude, we both speak Uckadaka.
These ones appear to be more crab-like. They seem to have more crab-like legs as they are crawling up the sides of buildings with their little hands, like bringing things together.
An army too.
You can see that other uckers are coming over, and you can see these little bright sparks coming from some of their fingers as they're joining two pieces of metal together.
But you need to teach me how to command my own legion of uckers so I can make a crab.
I don't think the way that you spoke about that then fills us with the confidence that you need your own uckers.
I need my own legion of uckers to command.
You could have feigned the fact that you'd be a good master.
I am a good master. I will lead
The
them
term
into battle.
master is where we're losing it here, alright?
By the way, for anyone who is just joining us, an ucker is a very small little robot, about so big. They are utility cleaning crew automatons. So.
And Budge is going to be so happy to talk to them next week.
So.
I am very happy to have a crab lead.
You'll reach over, go. Thank you for the trip, Miss D.
D comes over, she shakes your hand.
And he'll grab. Shake your hand. And I'll go over to Knot, Captain Knot. Thank you, Captain Knot. And gives him a hug.
He looks absolutely. He looks so excited to be getting a hug. He's like, D.
Constitution save roll? Hell yeah.
D.
Do you want to take advantage? Can we? I'm helping.
That doesn't matter. Look,
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm helping.
Yeah. You feel a little bit of a tingle come over, a tingle and a bit of a bitter note come over the plane of your tongue. It just has a slight burn in the back of your throat.
I don't think I've got my land legs back yet.
So I'll come to you. I'm not
So-
On you, if I'm in seal form, I don't have legs. So
And as the rest of you make landfall, Kevin, you appear on the beach in the sand.
lovely.
is that sand?
There is sand.
I don't know. Kevin,
It's mud. It's sludge.
You can see the giant sandstone.
It's Cal and Kevin forever. In a million years, it's Kevin and Cal forever and ever. Kevin and Cal, a million years. Kevin and Cal adventures.
You see the giant
Season 2, Season 3, Season 4.
You see the giant
reaching for my
sandstone
dagger.
gate that is open, and beyond it you see the glowing lights of strange magical creatures and just dancing lights along the paved footpaths of this and roadways of this
Are we
island.
there?
You are currently there, and you can see the gate here.
That tolls the fence.
You can see the gate here.
Well.
And yes, so Hito, you are following the rest of the crew.
Yeah, I'm sort of walking along, and because of that innate ability that I picked up a while ago. Am I what is it? It is 60 feet, I think it is. I'll check. Am I picking up any magic?
The entire
It
island.
is-
It's a turtle.
I can easily tell you, the entire island
Yeah,
is
60.
coated in magic.
You see
Particularly,
how it's a giant turtle? That's pretty magical.
you can feel that this entire island is coated in magic. The most overwhelming sense of it seems to be dunamancy, time magic. But under the layers of that, you get every type of magic imaginable. The whole feel of the place kind of feels a little bit like Cal.
And to you too.
Gods.
That's so appealing a second ago.
Yes, it is a homebrew.
Well, I'll give you a pat on the back, and I got some things to check out. I'll see you around.
Thank you.
How many times are we
Don't
gonna
eat anyone.
hold fucking angry little trouble rouser out of trouble?
Oh, Doc.
Which angry person?
Microaggression.
Yes, Hito.
I'll be back.
And with that,
Take your time.
with that, Hito vanishes into the underbrush of this island as the rest of you are confronted with the inner walls. With the inner walls of 𝔚𝔬𝔬𝔤𝔬𝔫𝔞𝔱𝔦𝔬𝔬𝔫, or otherwise translated to the city of Brightwood. And that is where we're going to end tonight. You all, upon the long rest, will get to level up. So I know how excited you are about this. So with that, you will have a level up.
What level?
What do
What
we
level?
get at level 7?
Yeah, what's level 7? What
Do we
I
get any extra things?
It's
or is
been
it just
so
a
long since we
classic
leveled
level?
up.
I will figure mine out another day.
Oh yeah,
I
I'm
need to
going
go
So-
to bed.
So
I'm fucking
on the note of this, just to answer some questions before we wrap up for Sock Fiddler and anybody else who is listening, yes, this is a completely homebrew campaign that spans several thousand years of history. If you want to see the other end of the history, we do actually play a game where we are joined by Valcor, Leftfoot Kevin, and Evil One occasionally, as well as some other wonderful players on Saturday nights.
Game that was in this world.
Yes, on
Everyone
Saturday
died.
nights, that is roughly 60,000 years in the future. It is a bit more sci-fi, but it's still D&D, which is around this kind of same time. So we do run that on here. It is called Equinox, and it takes place in Nethereg, and there's a whole heap of lore involved with that as well. So we do run those. If you do like it and you want to catch up on what happened to get to this point, I do actually... Yeah, so I do also put all of these streams up on my YouTube channel, which is under the same name, Boomeadow, and you can actually find all the playlists of everything that happened with this. No, I don't have a Discord yet. At some point, I really probably should set one up. But yes, so we are here every Monday night. Yes, every Monday night, every Saturday night we are here. If you like if you like just our sense of humor as well, over on Evil One's channel, tomorrow night we
Power Rangers.
Uzumeka, Dr. Psycho, the Steve Man, and myself, we all play in a Power Rangers game over on Evil One's channel tomorrow night. As well,
Pure chaos.
it is pure chaos if you
I
like
don't
this
know
kind
if I
of...
can post Discord links, but the live alerts go up in Evil One's Discord. I'll see if I can post the link to it, or if I'll get
Yes.
insta-banned.
Oh god, I
also-
hope you get insta banned.
No, it's fine.
You shouldn't do. You shouldn't do.
Sorry, getting there
You're
now.
you're a
If you
moderator.
join-
No, I'm not doing that.
So-
I don't think I am a moderator of this
No, it's
channel.
not.
I think I'm only
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, you're the mod of mine. You're
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
But-
almighty, powerful mod of
But
mine.
yeah, so if you guys jump into there, you'll get live alerts for both this series, the Saturday game, and all of Craig's games.
Yes, and
So that'll be handy.
yes, we'll post when we go live tomorrow night over on Evil One's channel. So we do Power
I
Rangers.
respect it. Just absolutely pillaging all those.
Socks
fucking
is here.
Yes,
Socks made
hello.
it.
Yay!
Yeah, 1 second.
But yes, so we play Power Rangers. We do occasionally play Grung Gang over there, which is a D&D game where we are all grung and we are psychotic. So we finding out what
Lots of
happens with that
pros.
as well. So yeah, we've got all the we've got a lot of TTRPG stuff, and occasionally I do occasionally map builds and sometimes Xbox games as well. So, but I haven't done that for a little while, so we'll see how we go. Either way, please hit the follow button if you are not following us, because we would love to have you as part of this, get alerts and all that kind of stuff. If you'd like to, you can also subscribe, because it is always great to have you as part of the little spooky community that we have going on. Clearly, we are all crazy Australians, so we do our best. But yes, all of our previous games are over on my YouTube channel of the same name, Boomeadow, and we are usually here every week providing we're not sick and things like this. Thank you, Sock Fiddler. It is absolutely fantastic to have you here. It will be great to see you again. We will be back with more Ignition Point on Monday. We will put the live notifications up for those people who are following along in that Discord server, so you know when we go live. But otherwise, I hope you drink plenty of water, get plenty of rest, look after yourself this week, and we hope you have a good one. Bye, guys.
Doses.
Ciao.
Bye.